do renters na woman nkomo Jackson Heba omna de Jackson Mistraba malaria typhoid fever ne hunamizao etu ase Boache Natural Health Center ehwo de wani de aye wisibisi de test so de ohwe ade a wonhunu na colors nyina atu abomu no wani pruso no ya afani etre Boache Natural Health Center wo swami police station eti ho Agates Original Fabrics ono en wode eye kuntunkuni kobene ya wa royal kente me ba wa broche lazy ne ade wode bia ba ye tombi esanso de bi ema han omo abekom ema himfie ho Erica's Cosmetics ono ena wo bo ma yenya wedi a efe na akono ensam na ne nkun nyina ne ho ne yeto no wo mo wo Alaska edan na mu wone Boss FM die ne hwe wedum kumase Edusa Herbal Center wode Edusa Malamis ne Edusa Capsules aba sisi yare Akoko emema mpasomre yetenete Ome Company Limited ono ena open display fridges pharmacy shelves juice dispenser ice cream machine eni niema etisa na ne papem na ne boye no omo Santa so no Pokuwari Senior High School main gate ne dia nimhwe Abotre Clinic e wode pressure kwan so eni edisa yare miamia wonsam no nem na emoja ntwi fanti ne emfa ahotomrew yam wadro bia nom omo Santa se fanchire bra e bia na so Mother's Day upese odo ade ton de ba ne bodegra free 0244 277220
abusia beburu bi ohono mu a ya owie suku na wa fa krata no atwero letter no nam wose bepadwuma da bi ebre ne nie se wankasa wo hye wode ase ye wo bi so e wo hono mu a obi adom no kakra se nko wonfa hye adwuma se wote wo se wo hunu de wonfa nye efi se nim de ese asi adwene no wodwene ensi so obi so timi ka se na sika ketua bi we de ade na me de beye abusia Shasie ketua bi ahyase ketua awieye no ebeye kokoroko eno ne yese braye ma onimdie e wo ho eninti ene yese we eye youth seminar we ye ne honorable Kennedy akompre kokotie boy Japan be ma banono asab no pempen wose ni pen wose sa youth seminar yimi ankasa mesi FM baba ene mabuna be kasa am won ma hunu se bibi pa wonu mu a won betimi e de ahye won mabrabose anya nonko Pastor Ransford obi enso General Overseer CCC obekasa na Honorable Brian Champon enrahye bedwani a wo free abetifi wono nso ebekasa e wodwumedie no ase na opimso na tumfo se to otoso mienu kotokohene wono na etna edwam ahwe ama dwumedie ni nyina akoso na wahye datun sade frɛ owurakosi oseforia wono na oyesi wo edema Rockshaw International Company ya woba abekasa dwumedie na se mepa chawo asempo a eda dwumedie no so yese emabuno yen dachi ene yeni da so eninti bosome eyofo so bosome ewomi ne da to so abie no nkron sa dwumade ni be hyase awia no mienu pepepepe enti wose emmo du ba ko du mienu no wanya ba bia tena kora gido ho ewo Great Hall KNUST mesrew kontem no nya ba bia tena yesa wo bigina bonten eninti yemfre 024 ebre wo assembi ebisa 024-485-1572 media partners Net2 TV Oman FM Ash FM Nap Radio NFA Hello FM
na da bom krata no anopei de yensa kan na dwoyem famra ho enti the mirror eno na me de emam na the mirror de ababa wo fefe bi ato ha adwa so ye batan etu hote bebre na wo ye omanti enti wo say de ejako ono etu hote ne niam wa ye so ye batan ti no kenkan bi e bia na so eda wanya efutuo bi efrim ena say si on say mampani covid wo say e can beatis no obi nko to bi nko ma ye jemu no also pretend say hey business e boom confasha si e dware o mu covid go na say sika kra bebo sika beba system no mu pa
na say be fie mienu ba nya ye heda anista o wi nyina say afi wo masha si na confasha si e dware ntisika ba the mirror ne dia no pe wo de bae no na ai say wa sasa skada sa ne free na eba ko so obi ase amuche
o nipa na te ho o mu say ono na adwuma no say bi adwa se obi to aduane on de bi ni bi kra edidi nti okwa akoto beat no bo onzo no wo ne de be ko ba ti atum enti beat no nipa na operate no nya kapare
na ho Matias
bi de wo no
Matias yo na ye kwa yesu se sike de da fe de ka wa he de ko
na wusu na me ka de abroso tata woni kwan on fa so kra ni
na so na me ka se hwe so nye adwuma de ni empe ye de ngofo ka na akwa ka bi Ubeti na nipa kro no ebu so wate
obi nti wode beko
eso no no nyina ye my why dey so ko ba bia eni je ni ba bia ahodo nyina wo obekọ no wote ho enyi no wonya dwuma na tena se ka se ye se aye de abusu ayanko daily graphic mu ani mfa ntu apo ma me nam ka se galam se kram ka se apon za ya po ye za ya po ye guso a fight ni guso a na ye se oba aye Ashanti region ha Asante Mantemu Apoye Mantemu atoye na afi atoye atifi eye Western North ho mo a awurade a wonu mu gu kon no so ho den enti ekon no say omo kokko sei omo sisi mfidie no ana say
omo timi hu de say omo ye say de omo ye bia susu mfidie nyina so ye da so gire de
enti daily graphic asemo de bae no oba ye fancy ha ye fancy da manyumaku a omo daroma oboa eso ye sene mepa chaw youth seminar eba so 29th April Mr. Oye nyina ye hia e KNUST Great Hall na ye nkotie kwan ebe fa so ebe hye ya brabose na ye betimi akonka wa brabo no mo osante hene na tumfo say tu ono na dwumadi otena edwemo atitiri ne nintina eba se bidie makachiro Canada Japan ba Brian Echampon wono so eba ene eye owurakwasi wasay for real no so CEO Rockshaw International Company na afi Ransford obi wo nyina eba abebo ma dwumadi na koso wopo asem bibisa pese obebo dwumadi ya o sponsor friend 024-485-1572 the Nima Steel Complex so beto adansi enchance papa fa koboda so your NMK Alozinc your Galvanize your Longspan your IBR your Alozinc steel trusses and the kind digina dino near the chance na go so and na do adwuma de we here NMK na do a free satia kwa ba ko ekopim nensia na wo no ho na adwuma yemuda friend 054-432-1150 Dominion Herbal Powder say me catch ro eyeduro nwanwaso a emani pedua na kwa akutia yadewa no eye immune system ne mana hoden pebina nom na nopa ne anwumre wodi gu nso hiem na nom na nopa ne anwumre ahoto aba akwada wo nyamfie dumienu oba pemfo ne de o ma akwada no fo de wonom entwe kakra bibi ni afre 024-863-2328 Sanso na Mother's Day Jumedie no Mother's Day ebaso 8th May ewo Center for National Culture Kumase anapa no nsia ne ahwase na miensa ne de akwawieye ye hwehwe nipadua no mu kwa eye Hello FM ye ne Breast Care International and Center for National Culture and ye de brewo and inti braba hwe nipadua no mu kwa bedi asakwa na yemfa seda ema okromo mackerel ofriapia enterprise ena
Pricey Guest House and Restaurants, K-Bedroom Renters, Jackson Heba, Unauthorized Health Center, Agates Original Fabrics, Erica's Cosmetics, Edusa Heba Center, Ome Company Limited, Abutre Clinic, Ene Enkaye Kahun, also Betinia Bekahun 0554-582241. Go Shepherd Restaurants, Muadriane Pam, where the Adiachi Bia, Cope Breakfast, a free tea, so dear Cosi Coco and Pampang in a bureau, Neviamu Baya for Fuabuna Brun Crackra. Benko ampesi okukonte ope fried rice jollof rice potato chips ngina obenyabi yankwa adumom benko for clinic dino woni A Life Supermarket DNMhwe for 0558-114535 Approaches Ghana Limited omno matro books ye manusua na ebie wo madwurum enti free mass ekosi English na science ne de ka ho nyina every primary ekosi senior high school obi ade gum science practicals crani book wo a obani betimi kenkan bi na odi akoye exams yama storybooks akahu bookshop biemu ebu for 0244-248255
we ene enyumaku a onu madaroma obo aso yasene ebe de eye the one krata na poso bra mo na me nda no pay ohine yira probi ni medi mo so e fro say
Mame, I'm Master Wabraket, birthday girl.
Birthday girl, happy birthday. Can I do it? I subscribe to Aprebi Waves now. Subscribe, share, na like it. Na for being changing na bra.
Just say.
Subscribe it. Aprebi Waves. Who are some kind?
Ken.
Ama.
They can.
Who need some kind to subscribe it?
Yeah, no sape pepe.
Where we?
Meti for no man for you na. What time you can subscribe be? Interviews I ever pile go on you kuma. Ye di ka kra nya asem ketu.
They can pass you.
Adwa we wi.
Ba jo ba kakra. Me fa so.
Pasoso.
Me say ye.
The patch what?
Aja boaten.
What to phone mama?
E me ntom ma na so be say ba ko mi no ina na kasa so. Me telephone.
And I bet you me fine.
Oh yeah. Sister bi no say the phone asenti wo besresere. Na amafo eja na dofo mu aboa no. Na ye no wo sresera. Susu. Wo sresera no say anafu ba ko bi de wa ma de binti ofre no wo mfa. Ade o ma ne nkasa so bi.
Nisika nimbi.
So ma ne nkasa so bi say one to bi na say ye so ko esisi gado. Papa ya kwa ebeji ani so.
Na phone obi na to obi phone one.
So tu e bia no akasa so bi.
Obi on so ase phone ba ye won to obi da ba ti da bia wo papa.
Kina be phone ta yo.
Obi to obi da.
Phone ta bia de biri mi kuro ba akokra no. Ewura de na nya
kokon. Oba ne den hia so.
Oh. Hey.
All right.
Ndia mo nto nche ye.
Unya nwie.
Me kasa ya mo nto maye. Me ma no.
Yo nto phone ma.
Nto ma no. Sa na nyame aye me ma o. Some more ma ho ka.
Adwa. E na me ma ni bia ba mo say ma wonya e.
Omo ye chesere.
Last go be mo nto ma no
obesani abo.
Hey. Wo be wi so amaka say what men can do, women can do better.
Better.
And say we be ka no.
Na ba be can say e dey be.
Yeah, we be e ka sa asem. Sa e wa ade nyina ho kware, nya nyina na ye ma ye ebri bia na hia se ka sa asem.
Na ye wo fun sika bata hu hia se ye beto wa abra me ma wonye sa. Se woni nyina ho kwan.
Ebi so ye ebi wo ha ye ni. Ebi wo ha ye ni.
Adwa ene amanya me kam ho ene da no pe o ma me hu no ma ekoso e wo dwaso sanso so na de obokrata abedwaso na poso o mama ya atie enche ye be say dwumadi say the majority leader will be around, but yes say sa enkratwe ifi oheneba also free otoso 9 otumfo apagya hene kumase on the liaison officer na niti atwam an say the to amafo nyina nim say ensase a ewo adwumakase kese a ewo Kwabre East District ehye nana asenso kofo abebiu nensa on ere sansasi eso we kan sase a ewo adwumakase kese ewo Kwabre East District nana asenso kofo abebiu ene heso intinkra no HSN inipa bi ana nipa ku bi ana nyuma ku bi o maji asase ewo hono na o yeso adwuma anase o medika yeso adwuma anase o mo enyanye so adwuma kra no kan chese o mo emodin na o mo emfa ehun krata nkoche na nase nso abebiu fo ewo na hemfi anase obetimi afre 0559 882406. If you sabra beti sankra to ya kokopim bosome emiensa intino se wotimi kan opeya now you be ana adwuma bi ana nipa ku bi a mo age asase wadwumakase kese a ewo Kwabre East District a sansase nyina hye nana asenso kofo abebiu nsa desre frankrata ekokoche nana ewo na hemfi ana so wo frɛ 0559 882406 ubenya akwankyere no na sɛdeɛ mpanimfoɔ kyerɛ no bi a wendi saa nkrato yi so no na kyerɛ sɛ bibia esi na akwankotwa ne da na akɔyɛ ne da na yɛ ono a yɛda mo asese mo ati saa nkrato yi ɛnɛ bɛka fertilizer ho asɛm no yɛsisi akuafo mkɔkɔyɛ one district planting for food and jobs omabamu ubu edit na omabamu ubu koi ebedi ho komo na afi me panelists no etwasi ayasa akaga na ho ensem honorable Kwasikuna Due, a member of parliament from Nemensia North, Solomon Anane Openi or NDC communication team member and lawyer Kwame Adofo also a legal practitioner, private one. All right, maybe right away. Hello 101.5 FM and me zoom straight into action. But and we do my wedding na the Becca say Yankupon and can be a baako na on share the Ubia Persoye na Bibia and Coso and Manu Yene. But sister might be and they are that na Wuku na Bia and Quanta, my Labuachi Tromo the third. We if he don't cram na nakusi boy dum area kusi and Sunday sa texty or say sister maybe it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. I mean and can also na Emmanuel do we teach our Rays of Hope school and we quote na hinso and we if he are what no Chronicle newspaper and no senior me in shall p Emmanuel do our teacher Rays of Hope school. Happy birthday to you. Adwa Echan of Ashtown, pork specialist, Echan special pork. Echan, it is your birthday. Happy birthday to you and my uncle. Charles German Burger, Tottenham. When you say we cheer through Abawa Radio. Charles German Burger. Happy birthday to you. I'm here to say Openi Kessie ya Brano. Yeah, you need the dim komo. And then so I don't want to break a cry be only a bidding komo. Or ye swam Rashebedrini. Na osaso so dom Kessie wo Rashebedrim or no any bad no deni. Now osaso so ye minister Parliament and I say a minister for Parliamentary affairs. Na say mu bi na meta so mu de bia na me de swame and say no ba be kan sa wo hanom enti honorable say chairman sabos de ndin. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, King.
Now what to say?
Miamiadum. Brenwan Eguso de Naso and Regina Kajumano.
Manu ya na me disi na swame akwan ye na say my observation BT. Permit me, in fact, to congratulate whosoever has been the engineer of an improvement of Swami Aquine. Na numbiho, then I watch me and sending out. What's not a young man you cantada? Na baby biblio, na o fire. Na numbiho, because ye be Swami. Not that day now, so I was sometimes so also edao. Na me call no na hitherto na baby a fa enye ye nyina so am tetelesta Pentecost Assembly hono efa mpotemo nya na say ye more trouble keke but very well done and I say we manu senkenya na nkama beka na ye na se bi huna man kan so a esa nyankopon krenhia me enti no but me sure say akabi somewhere and na say so me ni bre ye me na room hotel hono na enyenyenye say asphalt overlay bia and also so no akoso hono it's worth mentioning MP congrats
it does ni pedika na was the bia me ka say empuntu no pa no kwasemi aban no aso nigina o MP no de na obetimi aka and say boni beka say obe lobby obe bring o concerns o constituency for no one be kwa kuto aban ni aban no ka say me amati na mum sisi pa sekenwa ne be ya wapimu undi binye bibia nkrofo say na common fund o de yedai nya ekwan ye na nipa bibiri o nim kwan ye kai wo ho what say wo kan asphalt overlay from Swami roundabout in fact a kwa kusi a francho on say dual carriage no a francho what's a francho school muha okobo hono e hona dual carriage ni si nti ombeto so a de akusi a francho udu francho dia na watra me kwa me constituency esi kwabre kwabre west so nti ma board so aba mia koba e kwa na say yon say nyamiadum interchange so e be hase o be interchange na e be alter ekwan no e be sisan so main highway e be sisan na ntina adwen na ayintanta say yenkoye near fine train say be interchange no na. Is all here a hold ye reconstruction and a Michelle's Joshop. Joshop na ye. Near reconstruction.
Yeah, or no so as I say, make commenting on your back.
Asphaltic overlay
on your back.
And what they to so. And that enna omuguswa omoye.
Na time man yenye na zede woka say MP de obe ana obe kwa kosra na salamanfo ntiase no se so a ye ya na omo ka wote ana wonka se bia na time enye de na ebo wochi a wote ze omo wo aso tutu for won say
ya se ya wokan ye be chase no ye be chase no na me ba one of Musisa stations cry na Monday bi ana mo bisa me ho asem ana me ka show mo so within 1 week ekwan no be chase me wie ye no obi free be station was a munya no oboa na ye ekwan no ndado to say no nkan ho asem ofi na de bia na e ba be ye mu de mo fansan be bi nsuo nkan say oboa
no but seriously say so I mean pa de ofifa potem tukun bebria
enti obi a enipa bi ho na say bi o ya mana koye kan kura asem onye objective in his criticism ye nyina pere ye and so bi ha wo kan asem no kura chere kura was munya na
almost omo
but omo so omo ka obechiri mu akire no obeti ase beto na koma so no omo hunu no yes ebin efre enra ebidu na nsane ne enra na me wo mrahye be fie ye nema kakra penifo bi ba me ho omo free na menim wo mo na omo free abusuakura na omo de asem bi na beto menim na omo ba na so omo beka no eche say hey wo mo ho ekwan no asem na omo di kan say omo ka no kan was wo na abusuakura aso de be so so da be na because wo nya botre kakra bi ono so contractor na wo ye no no kre aban enema bi kwan bi bre no aban de ama no aban no kwasem ni emma no sika enough ti ama ne de no so atwetwen emu kakra kwan bi bre ho wa ye kro no de sika mpo na ye aban ni nyentuaneka ye ka contractor ono so de kofijo obusuakura ho de no no ye ono koye makru extra media wo kano asphaltic overlay omodia odi atoso nyina ono na ye mechanism aban ntu adeka preference and say he
also na wo ye minister for parliamentary affairs and a parliament is also the Ghana proper engineer wo necessity
many dey chiri man
kasi wanim
any dey chiri man also na saying minister for education ni papa ni wuya na ne maame ewo eho no na wo kan sem mse da na eyi ni kresi woni mdesi na be free Indonesia ana na eba wo bebesi me benda no airport fortunately the Emirates na ba enti na ba wia we do be donko no me see ye na me sa plane efa local flight the back Kumasi we do airport na sa no fa atare to be straight to eyi no
so eyi na se
na me kwai manage me de no abam because ekwan a bosomtwe kwan oye eno ohwe se de mu asi atre leading to the lakeside me say why ade pa nti ekwan ye no ekoso na nsan mi ko na nadwabe hini ho na me ka jopo shop asem on say ho no so ejuso ko dwabe wo kwan a ono so eye wo ho boase kwan video bukro ya na ono so wo ho oye ejuma dendenden amate say ese jama engineers no na ehwe ekwan no se na bisi aye pa before he continues nti ekwan ye no koso abusuakuru a enura contractor ono so ha oye okasere me say ono so nisika na ye yo drains oye nyina na nyame adom contractor for be so baby no mo ye ho lakusi breman ko fata baby e for tanker driver breman obi onim breman no ekosi ahimfie na nimu so and contractor for ne be ye ono so sa contractor no okoyiwie ni de no nkontwema obegus ono so de ne assault so na akogu breman Bemaya ankasa kumu so is going to happen. Asana Kronoma Bohia ni Quaprachas in New York so they are all on the way. I mean say Nyamiadum NGP or Amafu Bihu and Popoyenti. Mr. say the end of so non chain. Honestly, then I'm coming over.
Yate. And 23rd of April and Juanita Nyame Apia Mahama ni birthday. Juanita Nyame Apia Mahama ni birthday. Na wedding finsia ne papa ne Apia Stadium. Na Apia Stadium so e de no tro ne ho ene omampani Mahama akora ne din no Juanita Nyame Apia Mahama. Happy birthday to you, Juanita, from your dad and from you, my good self.
Jennifer, I have just told you. It's a combination. Let me remember if you say, Mahama, be president, be former president, will be in the baton one. I said, Pacomana, I don't know what the appear Sandy Mahama. Appear, if you said, yeah, or your missus. Now go for appear to you, didn't know what they said. If you feel the Bantia or no appearance.
Okay. Now, no, what is Unia? Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, correct? The one could add the names here on Commonwealth for also doing the name. But here and watch of the you hear much more. Now the woman say Woody Hano. Ghana for be dear who says saying Quantumani at the Adea Quine and Nikofi Joe Bonijo shop. Ye Benyak Skaka create your mocha after all your passing levy. Amana Koye beginning May 1. Ye Besasiano. Wouldn't we anon be omo na sibidwem say asem no omo kwan fa so pass membrana na enye ne kwan so a to omo de court dada na emo mo masa dia copy so e wo court say court nse GRE say ma omo njiji levy bia until after the determination of the substantive case na Akoko ba so omo ye kwan ne ye kojiji Sikay na Akoko ba say asem omo de court and first said the pass levy bill no was unconstitutional. Near DKA, the Sikano say Tiama and Ebeyeding. Inti say Ubaya Wabetia. So one tia may boa mani. Intino may do a drink check a cry. It was some coming.
You okay, me that's it. Me tea no a country. Me pesa me tia senior a more because levy by I'm say pass it. Ansa ne be pass no mpenifobia na mo frefre me o say levy se ne ma o etipaye de nyini say finance minister the president grant mo motipaye sa and am say I na be do parliament nti say be pass say pass ne parliament adwuma nti say wo ka udika amenia me de me kan na say menia no kwase mpaye no levy no me say me dwen ho ti ase de mpa no mo hwe wo ade ne sha ase Mose mum penisa aban bejeji to bia na etojije de ahokyere beba. Etoso bi mose rate no na eson 1.75 eson dodo rate no so dodo enti efamra form. Enti aban finance minister ebaye ye ne enuanum nyina transe ane adwene ho se ekwampa be ne emfa so. At a point in time I had discussion no I didn't know so mumpekra no. The dia ho kire bebo man no no. Anuanum ya na this suggestion ba so rate no 1.75 mum na woso. Nti aban nte so mfamra 1%. Eba 1% dia. Aban omuni aban be adwene. King government 1.75 no. Omote 0.25 efiso. Mane ba aban de na ogie no ye 1.5. Ena aban ni telcos for so akasa. My telcos for so ate almost charge so by 0.25. Let's just say technically in 1.75 nanka ebe ka de ohoda da no ho. Just say wo kan nyina bo mu a so ate by 0.5. So that technically aban de ode aba no akoye 1.25 enye 1.75 bi. Wo say ope 1%. Nanka sanya make technically no no bedding no and I say a trono abeye 1.25. E dey empire biu e na wo se wo ka say jinjina wutia o ma ade no ma afei ye kan ye kwa animu a o mo say an sa ban ti o 1% ni dia ne o ma san go back to zero tolerance any ade ne ye mpa yempe na just reho Minia babia ewiase akoduru no. Ene COVID says me buy any say kura Ukraine say mo abayi no. King, as you do know, the world over, ewiase nyina no, the cost of borrowing has gone up. Oko bobi say amanonia. Ebo no kosoro. Because intricacies about banking system no mu. Ama the cost of borrowing akosoro. Wow, say a buying car wo de ya many o man de aban no nkwa abonten ko bo bisi abiu. Ye nhwe o man ni mu ne yempe sika ai bitimi enya e de aboa o man no mpuntu. Aban so hwe Ghana ha so apisika man de ayempuntu zuma so a wo se wo mpe.
Because almost say ebema ye watch ye more.
Na me say ade no ahokyere no ade ne 1.75 na wo se ahokyere. Na aban na famra 1%. What you say? Ade na bedru se ne amaka yi aban na tene de so 1.5. Abedu 1.5. Wasre only tekos for na kasa amuso atomo de so de sese na ade na ya 1.25. Technically speaking. Wo so pe 1. Abana nti yesi enye negotiation. Wow, wo so pe 1. Abana fili de 1.75 about 1 na ama sese the new tax side abano into the system na be 1.25. Wo se afidi ade no kwa me bebi. Me mpene ma wonye.
Enuchina
ye betra minia na me manu si ha mesrew. Ye betra ya wo ni mi ehye nkomudi ase wo ka kwan ase.
Sure.
Go and read the memorandum of e-levy bill no. It's impo agomu aban no say ade true a person dey ade ne ye. Won say me ye sha ase na me ka say wo ka kwan ase na me ka say o akwan no bi nso esa kakra because sika wo say aban dey ma contractor for no aban no kure ni nyisika no hwehwe mfama wo mu de wo sha ase na bi esa kwam kakra. A major idea bill no mu say ye this can be ye any physical infrastructure ya shada abonidin including in particular roads because minia if you be parliament kwa setena if you be amu ne road minister say mu say ye neighbor parliament e mo be yi nsema no obia constituency obia pekwan aban no nso ni sika betima yes awo nti okobo besia no nso no kure ekwan ni mu nti mu amsa aban no hwe oman no mu mpesika aban no be hwe oman no mu be pesika wo se mempene ma onye sika no sika na so mpene ma no nye no telecos no telephone companies na omoje omoye adwuma no omo de omoje sika no telecos no omoye ne kese enye adwuma na eye emu adwuma no nya ho sika no over 95% of sika omoje no ko MTN for MTN omoye Ghana company o oji ne sika e de ko ni krom koye ekoboa ni krom sisi ene de wo se won kan ho hwe ene ye na wa ban no pesika wo sa de kro no wa de sisi o man a wo se de mempene enti ken me azen me dwen ho a me ntiase
omo si omo mpene ana so omo ne monya adwuna omo se ekwan am fa so e de ade no ba ye unconstitutional enti sisi no
ekwan me fa so e man ye unconstitutional
but you know more than I do and we know better.
What is it?
Say sa no mo ka
and nchemu ni say
I don't know
once you don't know
so what now
na me media for no kasa let me say some of the cockroach no me say is going to be an exercise in futility.
It say what is the state of e-levy essence say yes omo Akoko say you fact Abon to so compare say into what this means is until then no yentimi nyije first me yentimi operative correct
the e-levy no the act has come into operation. Parliament yemra na president nsa shasia what you say na yemma no gazette notification the president shasia yemra or my Ghana. Nobody can stop it.
Cause Supreme Court mean
I will crime so. Yemra. Aban betimi yemra asem na make am. Ebia na mra no ye mra bone. Aban no anase bia amanfo ade na affect women could raise issues. Then government may come with an amendment to mra no bia aban no say o mimitri mponi na ye say. And so me implement mra me who say na akoye. Dini me ko amende me ko sesa ha fa kakra saa na mmara yɛ no gye sɛ mmara a wobɛyɛ no ɛne constitution ne bɔ abira nti ho sɛ wohwɛ yɛ constitution na ɔka in a friend saying article let me see article 1 clause 2 or say this constitution constitution your mamra pon shall be the supreme law of Ghana and any other law found to be inconsistent with any provision of this constitution shall to the extent of the inconsistency be void. And he said wo say wo de mmara no kɔ Supreme Court hɔ a na kyerɛ sɛ wo kyerɛ sɛ mmara no a aban na yɛ no ɛne constitution ne bɔ abira ɛna betumi di akɔ mo yɛ me ntiase.
When you copy of the rate,
I've glanced through and to me
what did you see?
It's of no moment. I've glanced through in my candid assessment is of no moment.
But as they say, 2 million Supreme Court or to grant that injunction or not to.
Mr. The Supreme Court, what do you say? They are Koyana, Obinaka, Okazuka, and Kagwan was there. Okasa Assembly because Supreme Court should be ruled in your favor. And somehow they call Supreme Court to Yinano.
So Assembly also Supreme Court, a normal, you know. I say, it's set in your situation, because intimacy, but se kokusia. Me
a member of Parliament. Yemre muno yesi ye makoya my speculate or dem yes asem yesi ya atwuru a okope ho danta
na say what pesa be we pa
pesa be no e appropriate for me be ma wo atwuru
before being an MP we Ghanaian ye fan say we dey nya MP sem we Ghanaian say kokoba say court injunct sadi na say May 1 ye ntimi a operationalize
what na me no nya adwe no omo no say the court should stop the operationalization, the commencement
yes.
of the act.
Yeah.
Act now has already begun. The implementation of the act has already started. What say they should stop the commencement? I don't know. I commenced that, and they didn't omonye. And that make us say, I didn't say
commence on. I shall say on May 1.
Man, cancer.
Mishana me de minimum.
And you know, create.
And it's me.
Me say ye yemra o mra she bedwam na president nsa hyase a ayemra gise parliament e wo kwan ti say won say yemra bi sa dual citizenship mra bi ye no no sorry registration of Ghanaians e wo outside the country ye dey electoral commission ye parliament ye sa mra ne nim say untimi enka electoral commission say President Shasa say pa mu Shasa nye say ade no. The Electoral Commission for ye mrane no mo adwen ho no mo ka say the operation date no ye mfa ma wo mo na ye Dr. Frejan time. And ye ka say okay ene ye no subject to the Electoral Commission so mo wi on preparation no it should come into force. The mra na ye no the operational date, and the shame say, it mara way there. And this shall say, President shall say, I know just a say. 11 Rano and Tessa. The President, immediately, and Finance Ministry, money GRE for more Saturday and you book more. It has started.
Okay.
Now, a tournament.
All right.
So putting the structures together on the ground, a part of implementing the law. What you say? And another main distinction, no. What say? Then we should not begin. Among stop from beginning. I don't know. I say that. And the Mrana relief now city or court and saying. If you are saying say, and they should stop them from continuing operationalizing the law, a different matter. What say they should stop them from commencing? I don't know. So I am rather that the structures are being put in place. That some of them have been put in place. It has commenced. Finance Minister Bekan say, Sikanaji Geno, which is subject and our sequel to say I put structures down and Sikaji was started May 1st. It doesn't mean the act has not started. Doesn't mean the act has not commenced.
Is it?
That's why I fought them.
Technically, acts in the law. No, so because I law and I there.
The act. Why you know? Act. Ayemra. When you work, make say law.
Yeah.
Act. Act of Parliament. See, ayemra through Parliament. What you say? Yeah. Act. On say laws ni bi o ha. Enye Parliament na ye. To say a decreaser, soldier for that's what they are not acts of Parliament. They are not acts, but they are laws. What I say?
Yeah.
And that's the
Asana o betu crying. Emsen komo bi by na mi nimbe bi a wujina na efa sa mo MP sa. Ye speaker the can say o mumra or refer to privileges committee and now say a dear bay most standing orders na mu dey in a day some pen inform me say call a can say privileges committee na me say sa SMDC so no o brother ba ko honorable Muntaka no so atake position bi ene the speaker the no na is a boy brass and just aneka sanity man ti wo wadwen kire was ade no ho
o me kire madwen.
When a man to say because a man,
you want your man for BT. Let's make the distinction.
India, no. The first time they say India, it's in India, drew no mutu. Why India? Why was very difficult?
King.
Oh,
yes. What do you see and say? Die a question, and the speaker can't say. Uncle Phoebe the position be. Abon efa MPs bia almost say omo amasetna sa meeting na ye wo mu no sa e ka meeting atrase e ko de bia be di be bosomi minu ni fa bi ko bosomi mi yansa no ene e fe no one meeting that cross-setna na e fe no sitting
okay
ne asetna ye ko no de bia na e ka bo mu ye one meeting no on say afibia no ye chembe mienza so we are call first meeting, second meeting, third meeting. What kind meetings ni na abomwa if no one session. So the afi sittings na ye call meetings aye ni na constitutes just one session. Na yemra no say any constitution article 97 no e ka say mrashik bedwani bi. So ama mrashik bedwa fie ena ne fua dadum ana de brosa speaker man kwan so na speaker man kwan de yen refer ni pa kono to privileges committee na okọ privileges committee na se ho no wanya asempa bi anka be call committee for na sunu dia na che se ekwan abeto ho ke committee for no de report beba se anipa no ye frɛ no wanya asempa bi anka yehunu say no kure speaker man kwan na say wotu kwan ana say one ma parliament
hello
so nti ne fuade num no edadunum no abrosa na efra no so wonya asem bia o kan ya to yaso mu say ade ba ko mienu ni sie ntia na ma mentimi ma ebi kura mpo ana me yare metwa ho entwa tina mentimi enfre enfa telephone bi kura mfre mo ana say me nsre kwan fi speaker ho ntina ma nti mahede mu bia be bosomi ni afei na menya hoden a masore waka me dia ba bia bibi sesi so nti na mentimi amba sanity do hospital report bi ni hospital report na ebi asem say the see bi hede ma mentimi sore kra me nkwa na meti asem ka na make king nti bibi sabetimi asi eno na say committee no be kire na say omo the report no ba na say omo ka say asema abeto ho no di ho fa na che say no constitution say na che say vacancy abeto ho
oh really
na no na speaker no ba say nkofo bi atwe na dwen asi so sa na because of that ninti no waya hwehwemu amankofo aya hwehwemu ahun say en krese nkofo no sankofo bebo omudin no the do denum omo ama parliament nti o refer wo to privileges committee na omo nkofo The speaker no no kasi so says the privileges committee no dey report to ba. Report no parliament yen ka ho asem. Che say yen debate report no na emom ye beto so aba. So beto so aba say ye bia the privileges committee ne beka no ye tiase ana say ye yitu ana say ye nyintu. So na sana speaker no kana. Ne no na ansana say ekoba say ye yitu mu a ye privileges committee no report no tum say bia nipa we wudi asem no hofo. Say parliament ni nyina yitu mu a. So na afei no speaker no agina so a declare vacancy. Or declare vacancy say and the kwa beda ho. No ama clerk to parliament natural letter commission. Na nie say nipa ko no na ka chene akoto aba ho. Na no na muntaka no ni na sem na ni pon ni say. Speaker no ni kwan say wono beji petition no de beba parliament. Ese woji petition no anko mfa mrashe bedwani bi so na mrashe bedwani ni mfa mra parliament. Nti the speaker aye no ono na nye ono no ono na nyadwi. So nti ahonchire mu no na me ka che no say mimi kire mi di ka say di muntaka aka no de me na nyadwi. Speaker no wo kwan. So yes sir. Adentia.
No. Well, obviously say ya can't see or standing orders no.
Yes, the TN say King. On say your parliament no demonstrators bi amutime dakro na nkofo demonstration ma ba ho. On demonstration ma ba ho a omo de petition e ba. Ye ma demonstrators nyina ma parliament. So wo kasa wo your demonstration a o kwan say wo demonstration. Wo be say the petition bre speaker dia. So ye ma e bia na no for no aburu so anipa nson e bia nipa num bia nipa miensa yes mo fa petition mbra na speaker nam so te adwam nti no na wasoma me as majority leader. Eni sene be ya be hu se nyina nipa ba akonti no na waka say minority leader nka majority leader no mo nkoje petition nfa mre me yaji petition na usually asama ye kan say yaji yasom e be come speaker say na mo kan na yeji di say me sene fata no ye be ye wo ho. So some of them no ebia obe catch you say sene be ya obeti asem num no mo me ebia meeting na me mo asem to fanfama mo intia e call demonstration no we mo kwa no makasa but document na nkasa ogia we dey come speaker je no kind no feel say also obochi de ma ba asomfo bia no why na sa. So inti that has been the practice in the house timika che mu nkasa wo say woni say ne ye no de na akasa speaker ne ye kwagia ne dim ya kwagia ma speaker am preside a ono betimi age ade no na odi abam na se bedwemu no be refer to committee. Tisa waka say speaker ni kwan a ande me no nya adwen. Na emom speaker no kan bibi o kan say ba sonfo no privileges committee koye determination say bia asem na boss ankrofo no o say the report no be ba parliament. The report no ba parliament da yen debate yem nyem penzembezemu bia na emom beto so aba. Na me ka chen say my disagreement with speaker no because say my disagreement with speaker no ehona free. Na me can say I disagree with Mr. Speaker on sa asama work say report no say ba parliament near to so aba. India me can say constitution no say what kind article 97 no king eka say wa list nsembia esie say asem we esia or say there shall be a vacancy. So asem we esia there shall be a vacancy. So here article 97 no or say a member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament. Oye mrashe bedwani a okonwa no beda dampan. Say enema MBC a or say dissolve parliament a say enfie na no so a na say parliament bre so a so obi a konwa beda dampan. So and to so mi no say oye mrashe bedwani na say obeye speaker okonwa no beye dampan. Tisania yenua do ajaho. The first member of parliament, sitting member of parliament, or by a speaker, or yes speaker, no, that time no, yes speaker, no, you did talk Kunyana so no, not just in a Kunyana better dampai. And Wakika, a bean or can or battery no, or can say if he's absent without the permission in writing of the speaker, and he is unable to offer reasonable explanation to the parliamentary committee on privileges, from 15 sittings of a meeting of Parliament during any period that Parliament has been summoned to meet and continues to meet. Hona, Sasam Noba, the Honor Speaker Kofabai. So, na, Jaka to us. So, or can send back and sign 9 in song and song or and Article 97 in Muse. Sadia Beni is pair. Wakonya better than pine. There shall be a vacancy. Now, or say vacancy no so care. Say vacancy a better Parliament. Then you declare vacancy. I don't have to hold that. It is not for anybody to declare. And he say, okay, a constitution, article, I think 112. Article 112. Or Kase, article 112 plus 5. Or say, wherever a vacancy occurs in Parliament, that is referring to article 97. Wherever a vacancy occurs in Parliament, the clerk to Parliament shall notify the Electoral Commission.
Senior Speaker Assem.
And yes, Speaker Assem. Don't know cast on our declaration. I'm saying I disagree with him because he has no role playing in this.
A clerk, man.
A clerk and a vacancy need follow power.
Notify.
Notify.
EC.
Electoral Commission. What I say? And he honor me because the Speaker account or no. And yeah, menen nyadwi. And I feel so no. So mo determination na. And yet Parliament nyina na esan betrase say beto so aba. What you say me fan say yes obi abeye speaker. Yes there shall be a vacancy. Next speaker now say okay my declare me seat vacant. Speaker and declare and just say there's no any vacancy now.
I see.
What you say? Inti vacancy no there's that automaticity about it. Once sani may be a seer. What you say? Inti and na me ka say menen nyadwi. And I'm saying, me signing the arguments or say, committee the report about what's a better so bad. This account will be a committee in a year determination for Parliament.
The Ombekano should be binding.
It should be binding. Sanity, Constitution, no. Send yes, no. King, me do call Article 106 of the Constitution. Article 106 of the Constitution, it can be 106.13. Sebia, nanu yi levy on. Yebe 11. Once a swafo no day or the bill no buy no. Finance committee na dealing with because a taxation a bill no on any deal. O ka say omo hwe some be consider no as an urgent bill. Say na ebonya bre no. Say na be a urgent bill no enko amaye gazette ansa na aba. You must gazette it for 14 days ansa na aba Parliament. Urgent dia sa na manema nyina procedures no any processes nyina waive constitution na waive. And so we hear Article 106 plus 13 now say, where it is determined by a committee of Parliament appointed for the purpose that a particular bill is of an urgent nature, the provisions of the preceding clauses of this article, other than clause 1 and paragraph A of clause 2, shall not apply. So, and King, Niame can say, Article 106 clause 13. Finance committee here determination on 11 is a agent no. I'm a Parliament me to so about. That's not the practice.
Straight up.
Omo disemia and one okay. Ya budget wie na say budget na ya wie no say ya anwene ho say bibi bitmesi. Na ade chi ye na friend saying sukese bi ato ama flooding ato bia be na otwe ama o man be bia yiri. Tana budget na nwene ho sa. Nti ya obibi e fe ne contingency fund. Constitution no e ka say budget wi na sa asem bia ya nwene ho a ya fa nche constitution mu si. Na se ye ni sika de so sa de na no a. Finance committee, finance minister onko hunu finance committee. Na omo man kwan say here sika say e dia so ade na no na won wotimi justify before the finance committee. Finance committee ni determine no man kwan say ko yi say sika ni contingency fund mu ne fa so sa ade na no. Na parliament de biewa so edu media obeye media review. That's why media review na atwam na ade ni si ya edu budget time na ode ehun konta na ba.
All right.
Yeah, you friend of supplementary budget the accommodity. And I'm telling you say but so for our more Parliament no mo tumi say mo take decision in the name of Parliament. Didn't I say is a second?
But me say any previous say first deputy speaker yin fisa committee no so. What is common?
Maybe me beti. It is of no.
Next time, what the utukwaya ya ring me there be. I remember the echo so.
Ken, no. Any
okay.
Asam any kon.
Yeah, but na ti de oka.
Mamen say ho no zumu. Said obi atiase because ya na try be amini anum tutumrika. Ye zi ekọ ha mentiase. Because composition of committees no. Sa particular committee, privileges committee no. Ewo yen hihye mu say the first deputy speaker and the chair. And they say first deputy speaker is chairman of a committee and as speaker is chairman of a committee. And as I will say, Yabudi di umbrella say no chair, and as I was man chair. And the next committee no end day. It's not called appointed first deputy speaker for no be chair now. That's the number one. Number two. So even if it is possible, say be obi are conflicted, obi is a conflict of interest be or baby or committee be so na say obi no individual no make so asem ya abaye nim menia pa na dwuma asem na abaye nim menia dwuma no nzumu nsem de meka bia emwa nti mi hu afiri mu se kobasa
it's allowed
allowed se kobasa eye caucus no and the nipa de ko replace no caucus no is not short changed yembra no sa na eka so say first deputy speaker no feel say obe add to the numbers into one permanent transfer. We should get somebody, assuming it's possible, we should get somebody from the majority caucus to chair.
Simple.
Just say it will not add any value to the prosecution of the case.
All right. I report, but before say a first report, what is say, oh brother? But I always want to refer to them because on the opposite. Honorable Haruna Idrisu. I trust statement B is on social media say Lady B Akoko grantee interview be somewhere. Or can say before president or no almost you can say or Nisaka a copy of the interview almost subjected that interview to legal analysis. Now if you almost etu anamo edi abebo man penny kwedu what it is uncommon and what was your reaction? So what and is your reaction?
Haruna, meneno ne ko India no. Yako India na yako na ye Commonwealth Parliamentary Association Executive Committee meeting na ye. No kwasem ne say ono pono wonka meeting no. Na me ana me catch speaker say e maninko. Me pesa me ne ko. Adentia. Next year nyamema ema ye kwan omo yadom ye kwan a Commonwealth Parliamentary Association iwiase nyina no. Ye be conference organ ha. So the executive committee na ye kono. Na nka me pese nka speaker kra ka ho ma ye ko even though omo ye members of the executive committee. Na pese nka omo no ka ho ma ye ko. Na nka ye issue that to host and I'm saying ye be host to meeting in the on. Na nka introduce the speaker any minority leader to the executive committee. I'm more familiar with them. So bibi na say on person touch base with them that's the reason why I'm in the call. The call no I'm say woman ye nua baako your former colleague bi ya na bo Bukari Sumana no Tamale Haruna no relating no ibusu eni no na me ba ono amu we free mu be mfie miensa aseseni ye be kono na ne ba ba nso efiri mu nti Haruna no yes ne asi no wo se obomo obohwi no ba afi nso salasani nso na wo san behwe ekiri kakra nti ono di kan bae ndi bae na beti se osako choka tedi de za shazesa bomo pusa kakra na msi na jeze minia na sa asemi ka ho bi na ma ne bae ana minia etinti njiti ane se me de se wo ka se o se omokoji interview no a on be subjecting to legal analysis say the omunya subjecting to minim se musaka interview ni nyina na se musaka afi no be subjecting to legal analysis me hu se ebia asem no emudu se bi di o se timi gina so e de ye bibia na se ye bibia enyi kasa because ye wo mra awo omayimu. So efa eka the conditions of the office of the president. Article 68 of the Constitution. Any Article 69 of the Constitution. Se dia opese bibi inti opese ode president. Ebo ne kwa so no processes ne procedure no ho. What you say? Enti say ukohwe na se nia wo ka no sebe wo de tu nse ni so na de to article 69 no ho. As a president violate ibia. Se na wo de baba mrache bedwemi ni nyina ya debate e wo ho. Enti enye ndro ho. Na menyi ni se omo no ombe ye omo se omo kopɛ hwimpo duru akosa kutudwe eyare edu hani
na no kyerɛ sɛ
so oko fa bibi ewo fomu a o se ade ye tan nti ene me fa enko dra ni pass mesi na enko uni kudra no mpa. How does it set with the constitutional imperatives as established by Article 69? Nti na make say enye ndro ho nti ebeduru ha analysis adie no ko a omo akofa aba say nyina ya ba beto dwa na nyina mu bi na afei to ezeni ni so ahwe.
Okay, EIU report wakakra but be a Ghana for apiki aye kam ho semane ye sikasem said the BC aye for the next 5 years. I'm say stability as a nation, and most importantly, and I said amount in freaky amount for any party, likely so be winning 2024 elections. Anyone and as our party in bitimi, edino are winning. And you know, say what him kakranti, young the home about 5 minutes.
Well, to be honest, Nyame aduma nne mesan meni haruna kro ya boni din ye set ya nchi kakra. Yo program bia wo se koye amanone. De nwumri ya mfa me fia kra me kofi ye ade ba ko me ni bia na me boa mo akọ. Nti nukwasem ni me fa report no kan ye apart from obehwe bia amanfo points of view eba social media no wa bi dia wakan. Nti me madwen se Nyame ya adoma echinkwesi ko bedu ho echina nopa echinkwesi no menya time a kind ye and then I'll match it against economic performance and then we will be able to analyze say na echo analysis na echo so one kan ade ya me say me twemrika echo ma comments on so as to say one likely so be winning one predictions about the in 2008 so can report by Electoral no who can report by
not reports na those
the economic intelligence unit
I don't know what to say kai
report of the buyer no let's say the first one suggested say the that was after Kufuor's administration. I think 2 years before Electoral no. And by midterm, and by so about the NDC was likely to win. The second one that came, I think about 6 months before the election, that's a sign I didn't know. So an MPP. Was it may pull through. So depend senior and MSC corner. We may pull through. Unfortunately, we didn't win. What you say? As far as I'm concerned, say Omokase Ibia Adeba Community. Say more than year. Party beat me win here. It should be a wake up call for you. Say seem to be waha. So I was a year of futu. Regardless of Sebia. They may get it wrong. But whatever it is, what's a year futu edemawo? Because let's face it, say a woman, oka eduanisem, eboko sokakra. We must admit that. Eduani boko sokakra. We must admit, say, now say, for instance, the city, na follow power against the other established currencies. And they see intra. Titru na speculation say e-levy to pass e-levy or not to pass e-levy. So now I don't see a major source of revenue. And they say we need revenue assurance. We need revenue assurance. Not titru should be and pennyful be, including even the Speaker of Parliament or even the third citizen of this country. Because in 3 months, like this bank music came to it destabilizes the system. Me and speaker once I say major people being so expressive are concerned, no, and I'm 11 semi-anti. And then I want to say the singular act of passing the 11, no, I feel now I'm stabilize it. What you say? And no, we are not even out of the woods yet, but and then may improve our currency front, the financial front, and then may improve. We need a year a costro, Duani boy a costro. Fortunately for us, I think Ghana is you as a tato. Ghana, your basic staple, pie bro. Bro, you didn't baby. Ukosiremwa, you did okuno di a TZ. But I say, Ubaha, ye dokono. Yesichi dokuno ni ye nkran dokuno ni
any church
fati dokuno ni chechra ni ye amputinum ye basic uko costa sanity uko be memu aple bro ye basic
bro ogorofa
kosra what if I suffer. We must admit that. How can we take advantage of the rainy seasons this year? So we must not forget fertilizer bo. And I say, no cry air cost because about 50% of the fertilizers are cry if Ukraine and the Soviet Union. Ibisaba, Yahoo and you know, we need to be careful. Now, you say immediate steps to ameliorate the challenges.
Okay.
And to say, Sunday money to me get it out of it. King, we will say predictions, no. Say why you say a come between yaba. What me see no. The same people no will start to improve. Then the same people will say because so we say yeah at the end, then it's likely we would win the next election. A lot depends on us.
Okay, but a lot depends on you, not on the economic front alone, but said the Musi Eshishamo party knows also our constituency level, police station level, any other also country. Because says a be I would win here. Yes, it be the mafia. Obeko constituencies nippy will be I say you have disqualified way. Then you also account. And here also Moshe
King
Chief.
My personal position on police station executives and electoral area coordinators, constituency executives, quite fast to Abon. King, my position is known to members of the party. The can't be say, young MPP NDC in particular. I quite fast police station executives in Yamano. So system no, if you see baby any hole, it doesn't exist anywhere in the world. Oh, let's face it. You can't party be na corruption in Bemu say. What you say? Actors no. Actors are more say will be a constituency executive or president better about money view or congress for no me sakakra me besikakra. Oh, now we have boys here be some kuku. Now secretary over the kuku no person to have my own to kuku my. Inya. And kwanchan ade fa. It is and obey Sunday manuano about could do baby no o masa any on your position now command o command a responsible or when it now command a responsible position. Okay, for the Christmas. When we talk about corruption in the system, parties, we sow the seeds of corruption by what we do. And make us say, ye, America, ye, woman, o Congress, a Bruce, woman, Australia, Canada, woman. There's no police station executive a year.
There's some more days, so we MPC. Now, when the constituency chairman, Namwa Carbon, the moment we call for our woman, ebe pushimo agenda no. Namona Omona. Anyway,
we should look at it.
Election watchers feel say a part of the reason you are struggling in Parliament now. I say, Chief, so far.
So we should look at it.
As enough, Supreme Court make a declaration, and it is a vacancy. Or
as far as I'm concerned, there is a vacancy. Yes, Supreme Court affirm the position of the Court of Appeal in Central Region. I'm not for Adifrobianka. The okay say, sir, levy semi by and America say, as far as I'm concerned, there must be a vacancy. Asemia and Asambisi anyone say who declares the vacancy. When the ruling was made by the Court of Appeal, by the High Court, later to Court of Appeal, it was clear. Say almost say he did not qualify under the laws of Ghana as per Article 74 to have entered the race. There's a precedent in Adamu Sakandi. What do I say?
That's a President Mama so say Akoko Basa na Muamma Omo
there will not be any representation.
Yes.
Adamu Sakandi, what was the effect?
The Nipa grow wiser by the day.
Oh, please.
Ubia.
Constitution in the said there shall be a vacancy. And let me read that portion to you. Constitution in Article 94, qualification and eligibility criteria. So what I say? Say. Constitution say we follow foul of that law. Article 94, eligibility, or say, will not be. A person shall not be qualified to be a member of Parliament if he owes allegiance to a country other than Ghana. So this ground put and go forward try to split hairs. You see the point, and there's a letter commission for some of them say owe allegiance, and I say we don't owe allegiance. The amount of form the amount the actual say you owe allegiance to any other country other than Ghana. So and what also say no. And they Matisse in Crawford Castle say or started processes no. And or started processes in the anarchy say it was going to lead to this. And no. Mrano nkasa. So here emrakrono so here emrakrono or say that person no. I'm talking about Article 94 no. Or say that person a person shall not be qualified to be a member of Parliament unless. So here, 1C, no, okay, baby, which is interesting. Or say he has paid all his taxes. What taxes? What your taxes? So won't your taxes now? Or say you ought to have made arrangements satisfactory to the appropriate authority for the payment of his taxes. And in that case, or say what your taxes are now? So won't you why your arrangements say ubituya?
Why she say ubituya? A
transumuma GRA for now also treat Kerma. Omoka say yes, among your mayors say unisika bituya my time. Usually over 1 year. Now on my checks, so ubituya. So okay, my check, that's a check no GRA for Genus Banswa. You fall foul of this. But me mad distinction because here Article 94:1 na wasi what you out to nyina ama oman no se wontu ya wotu nyina ama oman na waya nhihye yese wo betua saa de no ama omo wo so twisika ma omo akọ so wasi ayen mintua e emo ma ye nhihye nti mama checks kra eno no ye na we no citizenship no de onka se why initiative processes? Was it do you owe allegiance to any other country other than Ghana? One can say, and answer what to keep.
Or can it see? And what bisa also say, Debbie. Okay, you say most of the seven and why you say by election, I remember no. Mobe.
You don't expose your arsenal to your opponents.
Because Mati say Onoana, she say the oye Ghana complete. You be nomination or Ghana complete into Obesa file. And will be our winning there. a defending champion.
Oh, that's
champions die hard.
That's another. That's Obi Adwene.
Now, what do you say?
Sir, you bisa say, do you owe allegiance to a country other than Ghana? I say, David. And you could say now, boy. And no, say another offense. So,
sir.
Yes. When say the Musa Kendi, no, and yet Nico 2 mono for fraudulent misrepresentation of facts. And yet Nico 2 mono. And indeed, so here a yikra, I think, Constitution, no, is it Article 105? Constitution, Article 105. It can be Article 105, and no say. What is it? 105. I say, a person who sits or votes in Parliament, knowing or having reasonable grounds for knowing that he is not entitled to do so, commits an offense. Who me a court nakano, I just say as my kind of so it means that you knew say what the Parliament was wrong.
We knew say what the Parliament wrong. Embra obuama ye say bosia okay be ma ye kwaje area na sa na ye ndey.
No, it doesn't vitiate it.
Thank you.
Because constitution now kono say sisa na mra ye nyina kwanya constitution mra ye bia no se bia we foreign material bi ko fremu or even board bi na from this nka wo board not take decisions. So see who ye you free ha it doesn't obliterate decision about not take it that. Until that point no e or to keep part it's not going to be revisited. What you say? It's not going to be revisited.
All right. Honorable or say James Abos, Medasi. Now, who could you remember that?
Oh, that was my bantam. Like a program is here. You can remember Meminda. Okay, remember Meminda. Now, Emra, as I remember Masiana Jono, and I make chief of staff. So, if I know something, I could see you. And I say, Danfo. The core cabinet meetings, me now in report also about one for my old report, so we will be anti farmer on judgment. What mean, Wama? What's the next one? And because remember, maybe unless Thursday, a cabinet day, also there be a cabinet day. Then, and I've been meeting in the Cacasson and meet my Melinda. And also, my mention of Calada number, go for Calada number, I will say, Thursday. What it means is that was a member. And what I need to do is to get them to compress. And a man I was here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday, Nanamede. Wednesday, after midday, evening flight, number. I think that's what I can do.
All right. Chief, you're better on the pay. Now, Swami needs more. You are doing well. You have done well, but like Oliver Twist. Now, ground support team day.
Ghana have support to Kotoko few have support to us. Me call operation so me call UK have support to Manchester United.
Mona na say you share mo 4-0.
Yeah, he say obi ko lose 6-0, obi lose 4-0. Team there Echia emu.
O support to Kotoko.
Team Echia emu. Ndi we otamfo o support team be.
We as Liverpool.
Okay.
The whole world. Ghana.
We support to Man U, and support to Barca.
Okay. You better say. Say we need that, you know. Now we found Comrade now. You say therefore we say here.
Okay, Miss Medasi.
Honorable Majority Leader, Republic of Ghana's Parliament, 10-year in Ghana. Honorable Kwasi Kwedu Ahanomo, or a member of Parliament for Mensia North. Honorable Solomon Nanane. Honorable Member of Parliament for NDC Communication Team, Jabin. Honorable Lawyer Kwame Adofo, a private legal practitioner. Also line 026 0265 170336. Mama go farming crash or not member me ba action uti Akoko Abon. Hello 101.5.
Hey!
Unya no wache. No ni chire. Me ko Kumasi Catering Rest House. Ma wo bi nam kwamu ba. Me ko pe ba bi on be da mo masuma nto wo. Kumasi Catering Rest House. Oh yes. Kumasi Catering Rest House. And oko wache ana. Se wo must se mo ko on different level kra. Obeje di say anopa no du na fufuo. Ene nkwa ope di bia ye ready. Wo say serve continental dishes nyina bi e ho. Na oni grow akwasie da bia. E ho na amanfo kotina edi mutuo ene tize papa bi. Kumasi Catering Rest House e mutuo special. Wo mutuo ene wo tize tene di eye super. Shano so say Kumasi Catering Rest House. Esa ye door to door delivery service. Kumasi a ope baby pa ede wuti ato. Asudwe wom na opeduane pa adia ma ho atode a eno ani Kumasi Catering Rest House say ani kasem e wom ni say o ma sand laundry abeka wadwuma ho eno ti o pese okosi uniema fabra Kumasi Catering Rest House ni atwa ni yopo ema na menim say Kumasi Catering Rest House e wadum Kumasi High Court achi Registered General Department new office ni hwe ni mu e hwa Ufri Bank of Ghana usani tu ase onuma Kumasi Catering Rest House ni fra omo e was 03220 026506 and 0555917084 Kumasi Catering Rest House. Yet so yedi kan ye koda dada.
Hello, Kumasi. Reverend Dr. Mrs. Charlotte Odru, the real woman in me, Walande Wasantimemu, Women Behind Closed Doors Prayer Summit, Kumasi Edition.
Something is going to work in your system.
I sent to say, I'm the woman. Sa Oba. A couple ni tum na okoni nkoto dwani mo mpaibo mu a ensenkyere ni sisi enunti ensese wo yi wo ho frem eye memenden 7th May 2022 area no miensa gede live event center Kumasi shopping mall asokwa eye free eba send WhatsApp dia chasa wo beba ene dia siesie wa chia petsna bre amount 0552369 a women behind closed doors prayer summit Kumasi edition Oba sorry Oba kintino ho Oba kolon koto dwani never debate
Akoko Abon kukuruku adie chibia Ghana man betum pon wane gina wo mamba pa wo dwene Ghana ho kane Akoko Abon ye dwumadi amanyuku ahodo ne gina so da won da ye so a wodi makana man MPP se ye ne wo sno kokuruku a wodi ye chi asuo nkam NDC akatama so okata ne maso CPP se ye ne nanan makuko nyina manyuku no PNCC ye kube ane na magani amagashia ne hunu amagawo ho ti Akoko Abon dwumadi wo Hello FM so memenda no pa bia no siampa imukosi nonkro Akoko Abon eyegigi
Hello 101.5 FM Kumasi Catering Rest House ena yeda o masese ebribia no omu na memenda edi dwedi bro Kumasi Catering Rest House Kumasi yem he ya said ye wote jingle no omu eye ahojibia a omu ehwewo ne wahoho nyina se party na wo ye conference na wo ye anase wo bia omu conference center ho a obitimi edisa adwuma Kumasi Catering Rest House dan nyina mususu ye TV screen na ebobo mu 32-inch flat screen connected to DSTV channels CCA and Chekra Premier League beshasi wo ha obehwe ni nyina kama so na aduane bia omu eye wo ho no kan ye nusu enko off eho na massage center ho ba salon ho na fi ye wo baby susu a yesi normal American laundry services so mo ye ho no so dan bi ho krampa ipiniasa eno no utimi na ebusuan nyina akokose ho no ma bra ijare ho no kwasiada emutu eni TZ etwagu ho no mo so hwehwe Kumasi Catering Rest House cha kwai High Court echi ho no ma Fuller Road omni registrars General new offices in the Dinshire and move 03220 2526506 03220 26506 and 0555917084 Kumasi Catering Rest House where comfort comes less Omada Roma and yedi jumedi yedi ebrewo Mr. Solomon Anane Machiano pay
Kenedwet
oh yes
Ken Keme hoya pa.
Uye ni pa bonini pa. and then we can't see any plane.
On a second,
lawyer, but this is as a person one. So not bet me at Naha. Ababi, honorable or say Chenesa Bulls to say, as long as a person, they want to be almost says no chaffetos. There's all about another confusion.
One way.
Teacher say, politicians, what are you? Said you will see no chit chat, joy. But so we see an uncle blue.
Me bra penny to say majority leader. Na Mashiano.
Machine blue.
Na machine blue. So you go pon crab chino.
It's when you bracket what say. No. O bracket what say kwesi kwani dey. And you only use
no machine blue. That's how ostensibly so be join my party.
David Obe.
Me ba ostensibly be join my party. I know you're not negotiable. But something binds us together. You are originally you free. He's a senior colleague. Me as say on a man no betum baby na difficulty. No way me on Kenya. The Biamakasa in my political dispensation, that respect there, I won't trade it for anything because something must bind us together. The departing parts and say, he's with the NPP, I am solidly with the NDC. That's only the departing part. But other things need here. Why not?
Even if he is saying something which is correct and all right, Krana, because different political parties.
No, you know I am not like that. What do you say, sir?
But I really was enjoying the cordiality between the two of you. Said
we see make it proof. From the NDC, I said yes. To me, both between Solomon, it's like and it's for more Solomon power. And that was. And just a focal party. When I first say majority that and it's for more Solomon power. And that was a fun.
Well, I hear.
Okay.
Lawyer.
Remember? Okay, I
withdraw. I take it back. That's not the person. And I apologize. On the lighter note, who is that?
That's why you be big.
So will you meet me because my birthday we said that my name. It would only papa. But so maybe when it mention south, or mention north. My would that will be a frame. I was it you. Honorable when to me cry troll letters will win here about Timka. And so on the Anamatia, come with you. Honorable Sal life in the Jai, and yet,
good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Patrick
Bibiase.
Happy belated birthday.
But my magic, Miss
now, I senior quite do me post you on my timeline. Me post you on me. What are you
solo weird, Papa? Solo weird, Papa. But because honorable majority leader Kasamo from MPP, to be person was social.
It's very instructive. Good.
NDC may win 2024 general election, but a caveat no. I'm saying win him that Antinisa may boss. MPP for also had the almost reaction about signed by Honorable Yabo.
Mamifa Kwenya Sunchia NDC at this year. Ghana for Nila or Chekoko so Ubia Sabri Udijmason Evo my Ghana Kendi Chomina na Yakase party no baby ayeduno adwumadengo ho Ghana for any dayeso yahwe ohaw abenedie kwadanda hoche adipa wo mo the only alternative I wish Ghana na bia o kan so lo monya adwumaden monka mo hombom monkonkoden na momra na mombi yemfri ohaw mi ti eno ene de bema bibia wo tie from wherever you are men ka se wo twen ne bo hopanyin bi wo twen na obi fe regional ba wo twen na obi fi national ba ansana Jumason kitchen bet medino we dia ba manyakwe moye nyina yembom na yen yajumaden na megide se akatwapa bi bo nkon yajumaden achi ken wole me ne wananti ache na nim say basa pull we ya me was certain poster the bia
we research enye
pull research ni po ya kan na boma me was certain poster me cheke Ken, ye na ye social beings. Ye by ye foka, ye kojum, sikumu, asori, and now for ye knew munina ejim komo. Now the verdict are there. Verdict wa bonchene say, Ken, I want your verdict wa bonchene say, Ken MPP aban aye medofo adadame. Verdict wa bonchene say, and for now find themselves say, almost situation be they are worse off than the normal under the able leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. The chair say, and they Ghana need fee say, Amamu and as some of you Obama MPP, they meet you every day and tell us, we have made a genuine mistake. But let me assure everybody who it is granted, it will be a well hope, will be a sabi of say about 2 years, Cassica or Fuya de Cotu Abanum, Anya Papa, no Persoban, and this year bad time, I had a Jubia, sim, or be from where we are, on the camp, and the above a buy and sim, wow, 2, buy a bedroom. And to invite it no other, no, dear, HSA. We need to work very hard, and we'll say, yeah, Jumadin, Nayaka, who boom. Now you offer a superior and better alternative. Ghana for me, say makan wa video so many times. Say one year swansa. Now between inso ne insano ene omo mudie emudru. Omo kasa chi won kan broni kasa kan brofo wese. Neso on the ground there's no deliverables. Omo do anode befa womo ho bechi tumi no omo saka tumi no na ne aye brofoka nti nei whether the research or not yet we are focused and maybe any channel a one year ko Ken the only joy aye me de me can report in akosi ene say the research no e pacha ne say whether Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia whether Alan Kojo Chamati whether Kofi Kronwa Plaku, whether Chama Wuntimi, whether MPP Mibia or Bebebiano, they would lose the election on one condition. That is my joy.
On what condition?
On condition, say, they use the word, say, you better vitalize it, re-energize our base. And I tell you, I am Mr. Sankomo this base, it could be a base, say, between all the names of Matano. Why na omusu say obeye flag bearer ma amonyoku na ahonkekan beye moa the base would have told them yes solid love for the party unshakable but akonya sube de mamenka the last time ba make amesa kabio say NDC must not close its doors for anybody who want to contest even though today if you ask me so my baby contesting Doja Brani. Difficult to beat with the grassroots. His Excellency the former President John Dramani Mahama. Now let me because Sebe coalition 2024 near very successful. Ayana Jumadi obedi ye and then the predecessors Jumadi Unkodin Omakomo Mangana. That's in Babijina. May I sure say governance is becoming difficult for the MPP. Amamono Dima MPP. Adentia. It's said the yardstick of measurement. A member ya kono. A member. A member. Oman painda da John Dramani Mahama bebuye. And a Ghana for ya mfatu home. No more to talk na adodan kwa ekufo do mambo wa. No makase enyama enkoyi. And yes. The good thing to me and they say some research, whether good or bad, is telling us that every candidate we will bring, even in the foreseeable event, say John Dramani Mahama, we are winning the election. But I know man this is Libya Timonyane Day. Because we are all factors remaining constant. Other variables remain. And I make Kasana pay what would take me from near, what would take me from far, what would take me from every corner of this country. No more show in crime. So my young Koso, where you cook home, Yania Manum, Yania Bushafo, Wojom, Wofum Council, Wolorimu, Wakokadasu, everywhere we have the opportunity. Let us spread and preach the gospel very hard. Now, and no, Nadine Kunimdie, I hear resounding with your mind. The economic intelligence units. May I show say, Nay, Ken, see a yesterday on the free, Usikayatia. See a interview in economics. And my go anymore, one patre, omoton force, omoton yi, will tell us the current prevailing economic conditions of this country. Every Ghanaian, wow, floka, wow, dija, who could jump for dija, wow, tongue, creania, who fertilizer, I could be a fool, ne, who just a continent top, all facets. They will tell you where the Ghanaian economy is going. And then the purchasing power of the ordinary Ghanaian. It's a Nameka. So Obeka ya many do baba. Obeka na COVID. Obeka na Ukraine. Obeka na wine. Me mak bio say. I say now. Putoka sa waka say. In the midst of difficulties, and you who very effective and efficient leaders. No, I feel na.
Solo, baby, na okay. I'm say. Say Jauna ko prempe college. Nti wona you almost trouble for our thing better. Nti said the wo church ase no ene de me so me tia or say election watch maybe are okay. Or say the next parliamentary and presidential elections are due in 2024.
God.
Under constitutionally mandated term limits, the incumbent Mr. Akufo-Addo cannot run for a third term.
Thank you.
The former president, John Mahama, is reportedly considering running again.
Thank you.
But we expect the opposition NDC to try to revitalize its prospects with a fresh candidate.
Good.
With a fresh candidate. What does that mean? And where in this report, Enna, it says, say, Alano, Baumio, Kutu, Wayo, say, I wanted to buy.
What is it? What is it? John Dramani Mahama, Enya, Ubedi NDC. And to umbet Nakajabs on Monte say, Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, supposed to be the MPP anymore. They also heard that.
But did he write it?
That is what they say. He said.
We are.
Omo who said all the variables. Obia Obe come from the camp of the MPP, irrespective of who the person is. To them, they think that they are losing the election. That is why they are silent on that line.
But
that is why they are silent on that line. They are telling us, say, our chances will be very easier. Almost me yo. A very easier, my.
But solo. Our commissioner do we say, and I say almost publisher do on 13th April. What's Ghana akakra? Oshe said the Ghana. Yes, Ghana. What be able to now? Dia na eye anase a stabilize anase a normal echo from kakra.
It is moving from bad to worse.
All right.
Because a mudia na eye. Kim
Chief.
Say. Stanska service papa ni bejono o ka say the rate of inflation is 19.55. The chairman say one of February 1,000 cities. At the end of February, o come March no can buy 800 Ghana. And no in itself. The ene betimi ato say 1,200 1,000. By March ending, betwa 800 Ghana. By April ending, betwa 600 Ghana. Na ne wo fa dunwa na me wo shop bi eto ade na me to ade na
to dey
na me to ta e to from we
na what's if you go to tile
me na me small na me 4 boxes e dey aya ade
okay
enti me gina one na that we buy na say me dey ma to me shop mo because the rate of dollar no e fluctuate ni atu ne mam no wo to ade ne ukoya ukoto ya na koso enti me dey me hwe be 1 week, and that is the difficulty even one more motor I say.
All right.
And it is just by the day.
So long, thank you.
And see, the best economic indicator can you get nano? There be a bar. No my you said that it is a pocket. And every Ghanaian is feeling that. And see, and no, and NDC, young culture messenger.
But do you have any message, you know?
Hey,
say, you know, a dear man now, MPP for ye. Mobile differently.
Oh, but we will not borrow to this tune. And Ghana, you NDC Busia Yachiano. We are Ghana near, to and from left and right. You see it and you feel it. Ken, and you was for the first time one institution, they say almost 6,000 students who are unable to pay fees, and therefore they are deferring them. Yet, Tibi, because school students in the 40. by in such a huge magnitude.
But have you
We are
taken
hearing
have
it
you
for the
taken the
first time.
pains to
And
listen?
this is one institution.
But Solo, have you taken the pains to investigate and or listen to the reasons why students in that massive number or entry?
Most of the reasons cannot be scientifically verified.
All right.
But the those numbers.
Thank you. So, Honorable,
That's very instructive.
Vice President saying,
Eradi Adum Ken, how about Kopa?
Enra chairman for the interviews now.
I'm a memo in a team, Quenra. One of far from now call interviews. I'm vetting.
Is any person a pre-chairman or no?
Currently, I'm more official report in your mind.
We see any person almost a call vetting.
Any problem call vetting as a general. I'm a chairman, dear Bako.
Chairman.
So if I'm in official reporting, so become be media.
Okay.
Yes.
EIU report is out. Solo, what's in the what the were you only animal no more parliament from the other side? What the Ghana for? Can one source say?
I'm a permanent chair for. They make any. So here EIU report now. There is one particular phrase, be a womb, our mokapa, we expect. So what kind of happens also we expect that. Into a monomonsu sudi, no say. Into all things being equal, no, se send your name city and quan, tears adia. And as a send your musu soon, no, se quiet sadia. This is the outcome. Into be a Mrs. says, since you see a Musa, bed on him and sa. We have a bo ama yes. But it's similar on Pesabay, dear. This is what time free we are now the question dear in Unase. Tiabasana, on no news to the enemy, dear Nanya, MM. Naminia Sulu Casano. Nami Tieno, Emoni and dear Nami here, ya you for soon some baby or Moka Emoni and dear say, dear Betty me a see. Now, Monso Sudim, November MPP, you could be a meaning Kunim or 2024 elections. And I said, "You bet me abwa, na input." And if you read it very well and very carefully, money idea. And no, Oman can say input NDC for your fresh candidate. Where mama winning, and yes, I know kind. The sum total, and they said they find it very difficult predicting an NDC victory. Because I said, but we expect the opposition to try to revitalize its prospects with a new candidate, with a fresh candidate. Inti no crampo nsi nipa foforo ne ba e bia dia ho keka foforo ene nsusu foforo be Ghana for say enkama yen hwe say e bitimi ama o makwanya foforo eno nche say o think or be kan say o say me kan o think bi ankod me nsusu de betron say but we expect the opposition to win. So they say but how do I say to revitalize inti bia ho keka foforo bi ne bia bitimi.
That's honorable Okoso so can say our baseline forecast is that ongoing public dissatisfaction with the slow pace of improvement in governance, such as infrastructure development, job creation, and easing of corruption, will trigger anti-incumbency factors and push the electorate to seek a change. NDC therefore stands a reasonable chance of winning the 2024 elections.
Perfect. If it tells you say, also Oma won near man say Mpuduma yes, it me cost on term, it me Buama Mebrunia, Jumaya money idea dear. It is not possible to push the NDC to even have a reasonable advantage. In Najitum say acquire ye and then leader better Amona Basso. Was no or can me be braye the end the wild crowd when you are home. Ewa no man in quanta and money a day. It technically tells you say one and one man in quanta now watching me and say be train, but so me and say be train mono. Senem putujuma na air cost no air cost was sending a city and Kenny. Ukofa on a king. One who see yes and yes, ya quine dear. Casa better hand can walk kind, better moment we say, oh, man and condemn him granted. It be and give it to myself, me, I can't imagine me, I know when I'm running my husband meeting about be with your mind. But can be a woman here. Nobody within the NPP. And your babet now castle, send your na your pen. And I see Susu see a year no. And ababe we the ababe dream to be there be intimate as because there are certain factors, maybe a ababe swine, a bua,
we have no control over. Abam perfume na aba betuyen, but I was so dear Kokodro, any India, Nadi Nansani, a futuni, a concerto, one out the Medina bois. Let me peja or mining in a Sony beam now. And then I would continuously say it. Say, so come with that man, your mining in a baby, a jinane. She acquire any American 10 times so send your near Siaka could know. And as a Ukraine for any Russia for Tokyo, so ma. And we are seeing many na kaye free more COVID mono cancer and try DJ with any aqua DJ. But okay,
just Russia for also says as I'm not campaign how I cry because a normal boss shall say the
yeah, because
the boss shall say the sana almost any Ukraine issue the ever.
Ken, Obi anyi watching because there was COVID. We know me no near them. We are seeing now share them not playing into. Plain baby we are secret dwumadie no gu ship kura na entu eno enam nsuo so tene nuane ne niema ye na bi mu kura ntimi nkwa afu because even on my mu kura na share them 21 days one ekwa afu enti se na wado abrofu kura nka bekọ na nchechera ye den na afa ma abro na wu enti ye true se na niema bo okoso ansa na Russia na Ukraine niema na eba but the free COVID mu pie ye no ani e pagya ye hom ne so no ade ebiem na asasi omonto nse omoso ana wase ekru no Eniama bebre ni wiase nyina tai din because one no na bia nko oboaboa wo se mekwa akoye dwumadu ma menkoboa no mu fra mane hunu no mu ntimi nye ene wiase nyina pata bibraye den abo nipa bebre enti yes aye no kre se niama bo start course ansa no mo ye neba so it is even an acknowledged fact say ne wiase aye den ene omo so de niama omba ye na ba beka wo ma adin ni bi ma ye den aba beka ho nanso ni nyina mu no ken ye niema sebe ye betimi aboa na no mede nsusudie bi to ho ma obi no waka se ya na mo ka COVID na mo ka we mu ni ade na we no de na mse we ma menka asem obi a no osusu sa to renche mra ba ken we papa bi ono na eretie ene ni ma atom pabo ne ma do ko school atoba ga ne ma de be ko school na ewe ntuma ala teni be ka se rapper wato ne rapper ni list bibia ifio baba no atom boto abisu ne milk money ade nyina ne ma ekoso kama wo fie omo ni ade okona adwuma ba ena ni fipam ni on ne share wo atorentem si efie o aye da hyehye ena treba papa ne fie enya papa no na ne fie wo no atorentem na si wo ba do bi fie eja ena aba beto sa papa ne fie ehye ne mo a wato ne naduane a wato nyina ehye ne mane mpabo na omo school ntade ne nyina ehye ne ye ntuma ne na ade ne dem mpakra wanfa bi emo ne ade ne mane ko school ne police omo mpabo ne guo nti da bia da no de obehye se black shoe na ade eche obehye ne na yi ne lofa ade eche obehye ne Nike emo ne ade mpabo ne nyina ahye enti se koba na sa to renchem na papa ne ni hu bibia ya ne emfi ne fault no ne mane ne nyina ahye na ade eche na ne mane ko school no kan se kwaku na mo nim dia 20 mesre abena Mama said, "Chele no more fan kuskua." Are you telling me so papa ne bra born into and the man ko chele wati ada? Enya ne man bra born into. Ya to man mu ha. Ena niam mu ye adi ana no efi yan yan susudi a yan timi ahye ni ye mfie ben so mi etwa mu. Enya ne ko tena asenchi. Si ekwa akopen susudi e betimi dia ba bebo o man no. Ye wiye no. Ye say home grown policies. Ba je se ye de ko. Hem obi otene ba bi. Renifita eje no asade abran se o meka nche nuanom se mo nuanom susudie no mo de aba no mo nyintuma wo mo na we de yehunu se betimi abo o man no che se wa no nuam te ekura no ni gidie ye den e wo mo o mo so ni gidie wo mo ba ye de ken ye gitum se enye sane niema yesi pe no na akono niema bi na aba betu ye kwan mu ayi nu ayi bia nanso ya bomodnia so niema na betu ye kwan ni mu no ama niema anye nsem kura badama niema mu ayede nti ye behye niema ni eyie sane na ye hye na niema ekoyi na eti ya boya me akoye ni nti yes we welcome you and especially myself you for a year omodi abe. It is going to serve as a buffer edi amaye be maye hunu say se na ye ka na se ni ye ya e wo se ye maye anamu ntuo ne ye den ekọ wano because any so be ba ne awie Brooklyn Estate close from kwari akwan doti akwan mu ne ade a enipa benya ahomeka so de ase ba se bia no na amem no mo kan so mo si kana but however ya so look asem and we will not dwell much on that but you say den ya no ase ne name si ko no factors be ni ko no say nipa na ne beba say nipa no so by it tells you obviously say The report is also telling, but we will not dwell on. Yeah, be many pa one high homo. Yeah, be me ana muntu wa me mu na kuyi. Yeah, be me ana muntu ya yetu na akwantem. Nipa one high homo no mu dwumedie pa ye di. Any susan so pa de bo na brabo mu a. Ken, etimi abo ma mo metimi ama esa opportunity no. Me etimi ato so so my Ghana ye. Me no me no jetum. And most people said, so look at them say, oh,
go see men cancer mano.
Oh, okay, me cancer.
Now cancer me no go me e na wo jetum na me nyentum.
Oh, dem say unim enya niam a wo jetum nyina ni bi kra na fact sa dey your fact unim say fact baby a wonim tum hwe.
Obu ha wonim tum.
Yeah, wonim tum.
You fan say fact ba me nyentum.
Small. So they say I don't know fact any si wo no, but me na me nyentum. But I know say sasa ade na fact. I say one am a wo ko no say e bosom twekwan. Ni atremu to understand say one kwan ya trem. E fact ya trem zo me nyentum because you won so wi.
Honorable kwasi kunadu. Se wako ka kwan dia ma mentwe wadwene nsi. Memmo mo abaso se bokrom ene mpotem ho no.
Bokrom property ho kwan dia den. Afi na nyame ado
side property enye ka bebe kana no mekwayi ho kan se budo area ho no.
Yes.
Enye kra. Very good. But estate or the more yard.
Estate yeah.
Na estate ya more yard no. Se ho e beeline as a day. Me ame de mani ehu jo shop na ye ono so obo no wode but we dwi baby ohu na baby anwea no we hipu agu no sensu to se ya
ebe sa tina
ba ebe tina kontrofo fie ma ebe entimisre
wo hunu ebe ye fie
me das so we huna
so ebe ye fie no kre nyame adom ye kin ene enu ase for the past 4 days hydro form be ekwan no nyame adom do ma ba bedu to ko say massively CTI school me wo ya line na o ma beji baby wo yantam baby ana manche no yedi agbo kwasiada me bobo park so a omo ye camp on betna e dia ye say adwumadie no na aboa te say brokum akwan a wo kan line akwan a wo kan ye ko airfly money ade na atimi aye den aye sa akwan ni na aka you see these are the things you for near den ka say yes enipa no hu say ye but the slow pace. Let's put it that way.
Slow pace is about money.
Hello FM.
Sika semi so na honorable. Say munuanom on the other side. The court to say court to say my young Gigi sika yi. Kopem say assembly of the crocodile court. Ye be can we. A leader di komo.
But say mama.
O chiri.
Yes.
But na ka say me ji wan kasa nso
adu. On the woman ye me dey say woka. Ye nuanom na hu say yemfa we kura dia ye discussion yemfa to wo say se nyame adom na ye nuanom ne Ghana man nyina no yes edi kan nsemu bi ne ayodie bi a na wose ye ene nsem nipa no bi ka fa yi lebi ho nti no e ma wontim ye won kesini bibiri but the break kwa animu no ne ye chechiri mu yi e mo ne ade no enti ase bibiri ye de e ba ye nuanom fe so oman no etimi bua ne agigi seska because ken ade e wo mu ne o se leader catch o se ne because of the uncertainty in the world and I'm saying we are saying kita hudie ni ewiase nkomodie nyina no enyina faako a ni pentimi predicting ye ntino amade wo sika wode bra wo kra se faako ye dwumadi ne fa so ba so ade si ho abrem no wama ekoso enti he se yete wo ye nuanom kebe on benya na nke ko benefit a wo se IMF se enkoni enkodi sika IMF sika wode be ma wo no ken enya free o eye bosia bo no wode bo wo nsi ho wo be kwa kotwa ena se sika no kra IMF de be ma wo no ebi obema 1 million ken ebi obechiche mu mprensa so ansa na ansa ka bi amfie be ni ansa na ansa ka dwumadi a odi bedi ne no so de bi ma wafie beba no antimi ni sa dwumadi no enna na wo hia no se nya ye eboa ene yetimi agigi yi levi ya ye agigi na sania ye se pese ye use yi levi ye de physical infrastructure especially okwan ye nua no wo se be mampuntu na contem eba ne sa no a one chances even if they bring a new candidate enya John Mahama Krana to revitalize their party no can any possible mom no ena mom we do
courts asemaye you say omo nsaka sa reliefs omo you say even though honorable can say chimesa echichi muna ade no enye se bia yen shase ena obi
the process has already
ya shase. But who knows? Court will mark as a Akoko Basse relieves or more no Mosaka and is an move.
Can my man can say no Monsa can relieve now. And as in put ye the tabon to so and Sunday starting process of enemy GG1. In Tinko Mino, Sika Yenuanum aye ready. Nayan Trimu Bamu Atia says Ubichia, I bet Gigi and Kedibaka ye Brooklyn Estate, can be a quarry quine, ye the best room on concert baby or tear quine, as can ama. are they willing say saa pepa na ni penya ne saa brain no ma yɛ de tamoto so enti yɛntimi agina are they willing somebody's can be banam yɛtimi dia ko yɛsɛ adwumadi no for the benefit of the people.
All right, honorable question do ma me mbusa solo question solo what de akwan baby out here akwan to say
baby I'm said there meti dwame
na so question mbusa yi
so baby
me see baby out here akwan to say
oh dwame kwan contractor was so I mean why you do baby edu animal pa advanced stage dwame krona mu so no akwan e wo ho yes previous government Dramani Mahama shebi ase aba we ba so abetwa so nti dwame krona mu so akwan
okay, thank you. Honorable question. Oh, sorry. It was me. I can't hear. Because I been a choir. Honorable question.
When
honorable question. Maybe Chief Mr. 1 second. Honorable question. The other time, we'll buy me in the airport runabout. Me in this because a year, now. A crowd will be at home fast. I can't tell.
I am the other hand. I was a king. So I say, me acknowledge you. I say, I am a advanced stage pa. And the word that he used, he said, I say, I am a advanced stage pa.
Or say, President Mama started, you know, most of one better soon. Sandy, yes, sir, man.
And I make us a king. Say, but now, hey, and your queen, Sebi, yeah. Quebec, so my penny that damn Mahama started, and on board major go, yeah. But I know, Enka, you buy a yen fiend soon, yen fiend soon, ray. Jabin kwa no okay. Na me fa so pa. Na me fa so pa.
Kada ko yede o.
Oh, me kwa fi just me kwa na so me secretary fi Jabin.
Me be busa wasem na.
Me secretary fi Jabin.
Okay.
Yes, me kwa so secretary fi Jabin tina me ko Jabin pa. Ken. Obeka se ma bampanyin Mahama start ya kwan ni bi o. Ye mi am fa kwan so. But the evidence say o start you one start you. He acknowledge say ye buy ya amako advanced stage pa. Media to say nyemfie mi enfie ba ko ne fa bi ye ba ntemu ha. Yina yenim de si wiase na amuni ade am yeso se nkon ka advanced waka se ya ye kwan na wi dem pese yina yenya ene ntiase ne say we acknowledge here you report and research aba we acknowledge ensem o maka ewu we here futu mu bi de ma say so tutu anamo ya coach awugina enchen no bobo eye kwetena stadium here hobo a coaches no more license say UEFA ni FIFA de no kra no eye eye ko hebo spectators no kwa we am far better. And I say that in quotation because you know, you say player na etu na ya. What your born release you say money ade. And say empon the henya nwa kwanya. And anke ye kan wo muti na omuti am ye sure say ka dey be a team dey support ni be we ni. Ti so mo dey aba o maka. Iti. Ye beye ni wo mu no ama atra de na ekra ye susu se ye beye den ye beye. Awon han ni ba ti say dey o kan me fa port na ba ne kwan ni ya me pe. Me fa bokrum na etime travel times am dey be krum a ne kwan ni ya me pe. Me fa dote me fa kwari net so ne kwan ni ya mepe tisi ye ne ntem na eboa ye nuanu mo ni ade nyina no a ken ade na chese npa no be bo ye ma
airport ewo constituency
yes airport ewo constituency let me put it that way because the airport ni na sa sini muni nyina ba ne dodo ni nyina wo sha
na dodo no so wo he fa
kakra wa aswase yes
airport a president mama kwaji hu ska nyina hye bibia se a mobile esi say akodu say
when me know him said president wan kwaji hu ska nyina the report was in phases so the phase 1 I don't worry about that me know him and offer airport it is almost about 89 to 90% complete on the ye can name man me asole ni me kasanche Nyamiado, it is almost about 90 because Mekai and Che Bia na ne Mampani. His Excellency Nanado Danko Kufuado, Ebaya, Yakohe. And it is almost every week be a favor. Just that to make sure say me who near my head air koso. Nyamiado, me susu any senior contractors in Komodi no Komodi etieno. From the middle by half year, they will start the test run of the new side no my because they are building a new control tower. And yes, so to replace the old one, no. Sebeya modern technology abamoni ade ni betimi aye amehono because place never came. They say ya be say me fan say Kotoka because this is becoming a proper international airport.
Yes, we be Kumasi Kotoka International Airport.
We be Kumasi Kotoka International Airport. Kumasi International Airport. Say before tenase We are Kumasi proper international airport. Nya baako ni bio. Nya baako ni twa mu mfie nso agu ni bia. So they say nya mfie nso international airport light nko ani bi. This one there a proper international airport. That is who free.
Honorable Kwesi Kwedu Apreko. What you say Honorable Kwesi Kwedu Apreko? Sorry. Honorable Kwesi Kwedu, Member of Parliament for Mansia North.
Good people of Mansia.
All right, thank you very much. My main kind two text messages. Fear Free writes from Accra. Was say King, tell Sulu that it's not true that President Mama started the Jabin town roads. Nana Kiyamwabuati Ablekuma Central, aka E-Levy is good. But first of all, good morning to our competent Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Anyway, Ghanaians will not exchange their color TV for black and white. We've witnessed John Mahama's poor leadership and unbearable hardship, and we will make no mistake to bring him back. Regards to Chairman Odinohoku Apia. Good morning. And then Yauchi right. Russia ambassador should spare us. Russia ambassador is a BB and the Bibles in the crew. So normal okay. Lawyer Kwame Adofo, private legal practitioner, Edum Kumasi, Ashanti region in the Republic of Ghana. What is it?
King, Unia Hoye.
Wonderful.
Now so Hoye.
Adum na no so ya de man so many. Yami show enche said the
Seminiano.
Osisha
Exactly school club.
Yami show more than said you'll be share solo any honorable Kwesi Kwedu.
Say maybe the any band to so many isi o.
So we be away be araba papa ya.
On the na bench.
Do the
Ke ma menchia o. Na menchia wo chief nyina. Na menchia Masafu my brotherhood for Church of the Lord Brotherhood. Asafu manyina menchia nyina. Auntie Maggie, Auntie Julie. And I'm here, Madam for Kufika Kari. Was with you, Grand Quanta. Enti Mechiano. King,
Chief.
I'm say, would the EI and I start?
Aye, and run honorable Chimeza.
And to mark career as a mechanical. Yeah, no problem, King. Say, you may be a foreigners, a report to bar. Yeah, na say Ghana for any jihomo since a young Ghana for I be dwene ya pay ya enkrofo almost so a bit me design bibi amai yenya hu say say ya ahoho amonti krom hakra and the reporter ba and so I said the whole week ya jampo the boni bebia boni wa ni dimirika idi echiri esa ya dwene mu no dawo esa muamia so etime di
esa lawyer de omo kan se nya no kra ye bihu eye no kra so a ye bihu but de omo kan enya no kra se infrastructure development e wo form enya no kra se koma ba enya no kra se dollar no bu si no do enti we dey say
na me focus ne say e bit me do stage bia e bit me nya reputable researchers in Ghana research devoid of political smell. I be do stage. Yeah, bit like I say, ABI organization with you. Or more research sound. I will be in contact with you. This is our biggest problem in this country. So yeah, any sound researcher, they will tag you until a reduce our intellectual capacity, ability to do a sound research is discouraging.
Now I would say that let's attack.
I'll get.
Thank you very much.
Me position on the survey, which they call report, and they say the only election that matters or that counts is the one on the election day. Anything can change from now to 2.5 years away. You can December 2024. And the dynamics may shift. And if I say, what is important though? I say I acknowledge it. Say. Say at the moment, see to abandon. See, if they had done that research today and say, a basia to abandon and MPP Belusu ama NDC are winning a come on by argument. Because when we issue the elements, the key elements that are determinants, as of today, you can't use figures as of today to predict what will happen in 2.5 years' time because it can change. So that is the problem with this. Now, when you know, we run to the bank, we are very happy. Say this outcome, the dynamics, Lotto forecasters, predictions, we will always get it wrong because 2022 anyway, almost infrastructure. Is it not an issue? True. Is it about also can road for them? Maybe it's Apri me kwanye.
The whole West Africa, maybe a kwanye prani Apri.
Apri ya kwanye. Maybe a bridge.
The whole West Africa.
Masa.
Yeah, bridge na na si aye fana.
Is it abe? Wadaru ma be da wasi.
Oma ye.
I don't know catch minister wa hano. Me beto no catch. Oma wa be ye bridge.
Oma ye de mo from abusu apeni me damasi.
Oh, say me eja. Me de me yes say honorable member
Governor Dufo, maybe otimo governor. 1 minute be na king na monka na pre ye ba ya de
king
sabo kromfo sabo kromfo abo me bra na bre wo mu emre bi me ne akwasi pa ma
me no hene ne be kasa no mo asase no de
that's a blue no nya bad cry
say the appreciate no kitmi ye kwan ma haka pre will be beautiful ke ye ma me ha mo ha ka music me tu afiri ha kwa ka me makru wo no bi me office wa pre na me hye me kurase. Yeah, we dem cast me bagana. I'm for so tanka kwa kare. Wa betra concrete muza ba betra concrete. Ko pe kura bi asikoshi. Na be share ba pri. So ngere me. King, Saki figures and other factors here only determine the issues for 2.5 years. I think it can be wrong or misleading in a sense. Infrastructure, true. Roads here terrible, especially in Asante region. Kina na bi musu and Asante for your two ababibrebe dey be ni nyan ye kra na esen ka hwe. It makes sense because your roads enya kra and I may can't predict. But it may change in the 2.5 years. Job creation, no doubt. But problem I want to say, you are making determination of what will happen 2.5 years using today's events.
But you are in your 6th year of age. And in your judge, baby, I will free baby senior. It's predictable. Say you can make it.
No. And they say it's true. You can say that as objectively. What's now almost 5 years? When man you're quaning in a say 2.5 years okay. This is predictable. You are correct. Say before the next election. It's true. But I'm saying, having considered that, it doesn't follow, say, automatically in 2.5 years. Situation will be the same. So, a quiet even though a man for a worried about it, it doesn't decide the outcome. Not the amount for the two about bottom. So bottom here, that's economy turning around. People may not even worry so much about roads. Economy. And they decided, until 2.5 years, the economy turning around there. All this at some point in the past, this was the analysis. It may change everything. Now, I could not understand.
That was.
And only say, but we expect the opposition NDC to try to revitalize its prospects with a fresh candidate. Mm-hmm. We expect. I said, you're saying.
So
we expect.
We can expect almost share anymore. Yes, almost share anymore.
Almost so can't you some leader. Now share anything. And now we are prediction based on share anymore. This doesn't make sense.
So be expect.
Be a problem. They say, "Will be a reports here. You entry a boss and dissect it." And she say, "As one can make sense or not." Now, NDC MPP. Now, hey, and now we'll be catching them. If you can't confuse. That's what we do in Ghana. We don't analyze issues and see. How can you say we expect opposition NDC to try to revive? You expect. And this is what I say. Leader. Is that part of your analysis? And now, person say, you want them to revitalize that.
That is exactly what they are saying. So because we are expecting their idea or anymore.
But say who expect ya? It means it is not in your hands. Oh, but if you say if they do change their leader, that is more definitive. So what is the if they do change their leader, this is going to happen. That's what you do. You don't know as we expect. Meanwhile, Akoko change your leader. So you are using dynamics that makes no sense. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to do the analysis in a way say, politics aside, report myself. Are you problematic? In the sense that it's got too many imaginations.
That is what election predictions and forecasts are all about.
No, who predict here? You do sampling. Normally 1100 to 1500. People 1100. What's your view on across the country? So you are using real figures. You don't just imagine figures and use it to write a report.
So do I take it you are rubbish on the report?
Oh, to me, I personally don't like white people.
No, do I conclude?
Yeah. Absolutely. No. Oh, so I personally have a problem with white people always drawing a roadmap and research for us. I'm more anti that. Maybe because of my experience.
Because we are the whole Ghana support Russia invasion.
Yes. No, I openly am one of them.
Are you not becoming the old one out?
No. But you see, the reason is I refuse to think along what majority want to think.
Even if they are right.
Even if they are wrong.
Even if they are right.
What if they are all wrong? For example, gay.
How about when they are
gay,
right?
For example.
Gay,
I thought all of you were wrong. And see, I thought differently. I was taught and trained to think differently, even if I'm going to be killed.
Okay, in TISA report, so many left to lawyer Kwame Adofo alone.
Please, it's too far away for us to worry about this report. You have to was in the area, and you want to so kind. Now, when you want
what did he say? Dollar ama 24 bre.
Yes, 100%.
And Crawford the fucking tuaba.
Yes,
it is all cancer as we are.
Say yeah, to a banner, it will have effect, but in 2.5 years' time, the dollar may not be an issue anymore.
May you no definitive. Said the cancer will be the definitive. May and it may be even worse.
Yes.
And you know,
and you do Honda say worse. I'm out for better by Tiabino. That's what I'm saying. And who's
say, see the debate my any better in 2 years' time.
Oh, yeah. Winning. On say, Abani bar Abon because of the $2 billion joke sitting. I thought it was wrong. Say Obeba no openly waka. Because all other countries but they don't come outside and announce it for everybody to know. Secretly, you go and buy the CD from the market. So now ama din na dollar na ekofo. That's what abrofuni amuye. But they don't come out and announce it because we haven't happen. Then people will be rushing for your dollar. So the American, it's possible says $2 billion will change the dynamics. Remember, see the NASA rise. Possible, but economic matters. Maybe we are discussing it openly. So it's me
strategic.
Yes, you do it on a submarine way. So what's the last announcement? A helicopter. This obsession. The king. I EIU report. Me conclusion on this, and you can put me on the record. Say it's too far away. See, we use way as a benchmark for who will win the election.
What we are doing is much ado about.
No, it's a good exercise, academic exercise. But unfortunately, we are not focusing on the content. We are focusing on what NDC is benefiting, what MPP is benefiting. Near Jai report not to her. Without even criticizing how it was done, the method they used to do it. That's where I have an issue with. I am more interested in analyzing the report. See, so this is wrong. Oh, no matter who did the research.
But I say, Charles, German Burger, who are Tottenham, it's your birthday. Charles, me senior, no, and me bomb pipe, happy birthday to you, German Burger. Nature of Ashtown was special pork. nesu say wa woda happy birthday na ene enso so can say chef ascend me be birthday ma menye na terna free men community okay Mrs. Brekisa AJ Boafoa upon Memorial SHS I mean sure normal upon day papa and there you are we fi mark a day Marcus and I say Brekisa AJ Boafoa happy birthday we both watching one he or say MPP is the only party that can fix the challenges we are facing. Lampard will amount from E-Levy is good, let's support it. And Kwesi Reynolds from Aguna Rodobing. NPP is unperturbed by any polls which is against them or in their favor, but rather they will work hard to regain the confidence of the Ghanaian voter. Anyway, happy birthday to my contact Kojon Kruma, aka Ojo of Kwabinya Musuku, Accra. Okay, and Kojon Kruma, your brother, and I say, our contact with no say Omauchimpa. Abbas Amogobo a trophy fence was our president is using COVID as an excuse too much. He should fix the country. Mr. Kofi Obankan, so MPP has messed up our economy. They should focus on building the mess they have created. Collins Apia Obrunkung Afrancho. King, I'm a taxi driver and I've been traveling on these roads that Honorable Kwesi Kunedu said, and I must admit the roads are good. Kwesi, thumbs up. Kwesi Obrunko Francho also a type of far area. Is it the bookroom estate omunya bad, but bookroom proper? See a day ya no simo. Fa a bookroom baby simo zongo or fata function so honoma is not bad. Nanzemu be because of the bay you or more ya dear but baby over. I was saying, I was a container baby Sabeka and the AG2. DJ O'Malley and Wayosi was a COVID has really done great disservice to our economy. Let's all help to build the country. Honorable, as I said, yes, a parliament. I said we could have a side junction on my filing. My majority leader can't. Yes, Honorable Haruna Idris and so I character for say Parliament. And I say, oh baby, I could interview me. I'm a interview no almost edgy. Can full interview no. Into almost subject to the interview to legal analysis and the process be or best I say the apartment company. Yes, I know maybe really about 5 minutes.
Okay,
Chief.
Me name the in Pokrabia men fan started because I sincerely believe that process now started, but the court in so quiet. Now I'm making the determination that they would want to make. But I mean, to me say, "Engosi and send your best say, let me a pass na no maybe I walk home and some kind of cramoni at the end. But you be breezy yourself. I'm near Jatu, near Bois, near Ibi, near Etimia Sum or mine or an impunto to choir a per day. Or my to custom. But on the second one, King, I will not waste my breath on that particular interview. Any idea who hear me? Because I have my own personal position about that. I'm any idea. Maybe a choir me faswa. One hour when you have muji di any arishimu. That's why I'm saying me see my name no. Meet me up pima comment nim. No mun puntu juma bede. Ebe kwantema momo. No ma brabo ma sitting ebe kwantema momo mention no. Some of these matters, na me and do ten be anyway be every masuke ehami. Because the work was minority leader say afi no monsa kakra tani e kohwem na bibi wo ho a. Yentwe no mu kohwem no mo fa bibi kro na wo mu no mo feel say was yes I bet na se me agye ho akunya na but no kra ba. I will not even waste my breath on that. Because yenya akwanya na de beka baabi a ehawo amane ewo na yetimi am profa yetrim po na ensusudi a ebetimi am ye the solutions akoma ye nuanom na mane ma kontema na yenya niema no bi say na ye divert attention na ye while away time whilst ebetimi use that same energy and that same time no constructively dey aboa impuntu ho adwuma no na ye so niema no say na mani pa no bi nya ho akwanya obewie na ebese adaje nyina na nkosiwi. Let me give you one example. Ebesi ne ne ye wo man mu ha Omampanyin that Akofo ne mantafo ne way. Okay. Yetena kroma se obi de Gizayazi.
But Alete Jacobs na Enyano Kre was almost said that no me wako patel. I want to answer.
No, you see, on fie dudu a betwamuko. Yes, our minor dad yet the cancer same way san and the mantafo de bakwa to onua ammonia de. On the nebie. Ye kwa nim ne mpuntu dwuma eba ne de tribu papa ne adwenpa e de betitro man no ne ade a ebeja won no obeka obepo onu trim pon so obetwe akwa atiri ne akwafa sansem ebedi aba so no ebi na bi aye sa be nti wo bese wada age ne de discuss a baby a wose ye boa na ken ye kampuntu dwuma e ba santime o my God na mu manhia no e mo ne ade a nam de bese mada age menka bi me de ne se tribu papa yenya eno o man no any munipa anyone na yede agegina no say yempem kwa yenim ne ntimi mo amempuntu umra no de ne ye eno wase na mba beka won osusu say what interview bi bi ensem bi mo pese okono koyi ho anomo ne ade no se mponka ye no kure mponkra mpa sebi akin amen can be but the American
I was also say we won't come away. Now you try not to say the more I was saying
as I mean
that was sebi in can cream pa I want to come party and one else at a choco you a smart boy oh was it as sebi can cream pa again
101.5
coming kebi senke no cream pokra pa coming kebi
because
when me kebia ebeboa ma me bridge say what true by affix kwari ebeboa ma de wo South African prekom ya fixe ebeboa ma Rock of Ages de ya fixe be ma kwarifo anya kwan ne bridge amoti afa so dotifo anya bi duase anya bi crofrom de aka wona nafodo yetimi apagya crof ayi brokom de an mekan kebeboa ma yetimi aye ede na ebeboa ma yetimi asa adaje ya manyi ma me fan kasa asem no na mama me nuanu mo hu se
o se esa nso so ase etisa de oman no any office no any munyama bafom entina say ye team set standards
I mean I will be painting na boasewa or yin original background way na ni atunche
thank you very much
ye nuanu mi an ko fa Gizayazi no manpanyin ko for enter for the buy sebi and ye nim say ye ntro pass ye je bre wo man mu de kai ye wie ye mkopa ho chew ye bia they waste our time
almost track record
of science.
All right, it is your birthday Mrs. Rose Nketia Frimpong madam anopenya menhira on kan ho na oma apomdin ni nyini check ukunu ene DCOP Nketia Frimpong or Finance Headquarters Accra. Madam, happy birthday to you. Umani nyina ase anopay omo celebrate you. Sanso so ena ya nkasa ye wofa ye nua ye bibia COP Kofi Boache anopay so ye man shedin ne yakọ. Ono so ne sister free mu ya. And this sister free mu no she na che 4 of June e wo bebre. No e wo KNUST on no ena ye be si na ye na amamre bi ho no ye this sister near friend sister Sarah or no Ashtown no Sarah Force Line COP Kofi Boache ye ma shedding when no sister Chama any brothers ni na nyame kam 4 June ye beba nearby be support mo Mr. Anane Solomon
that was
yes record of trick racing trickery.
It's not true.
Gizayazi, what happened?
Now, Gizayazi no endisini.
Huh?
Oh, endisini.
Gizayazi then I day.
And then you NDC. Never catch say one penny that Akoko. Any Gizayazi or Mantafo. And a phone called Unia Bako. Bako to Unia.
NDC bank. NDC bank.
And then
Gizayazi no endisini.
On NDC. Okay. Say as my
Alotese. Sata almost say Juma.
Oh, Alotese.
They been almost say.
Alotese can no one this now. I can bet chairman. I am real now from you na mama. You need to can. You would answer what. And then I feel you know you but you can't. It's okay. One when you was no say what. Everyone know part of us no. No can ya. And can that be since. But no now. Mama 1 minute me address us. So
doesn't mean say
time put on your
Mammy Tia Rabco.
Does it mean what's me? Was this OVA or Canimra? No, that's the NDC, Banyani and Afrayama. So it means to say, Osim Rom said, my name, because any as a memoir. Oh, my penny that's time.
Nanka Onya Kuku.
Nanka got a more the track record.
All right, so
it is also another year no day. The truth of the matter is say, maybe posting on this is simple. We are saying so be Bob could do and pepper so be my MOB and funny Abosia in the Guni Gary and Sani Gary. My principle of that, there are a lot of people are ya can't say no go muswa and some be no great ni be no great. But this is the highest office. I'm a Ghanaian. And woko on the internet, woko everywhere. There people are discussing this, and it is about our presence here. We all owe it a duty. So, say no career. There should be some sort because of one names. For instance, Mati, see a former CID boss you deal with me that day. I think that there should be a finality to this issue. There's a Nipana Bosemuka and what can be a Goma Peninsula. The person dealt with all the energy we have and binding our constitution. Now, and serve as a deterrent to others so that tomorrow anybody will not get up from anywhere and say anything against any public person. That is my point. Because Senipa hard reputation, we shouldn't allow anybody anywhere to soil that person's reputation. That is why I think that as a country, Attorney General, everything, or yet the lawyer of our nation, or money lawyer, must begin to issue an investigation. This woman is a Ghanaian. Now you delve into the matters, and if it is found culpable, so would you baby and all bonus him can some go or mind Ghana because wait a month penny the seat of our friends and the president of our country no go no fear. Na emra enindi. That's where I come from. And to me, and because some work and because a lot of men have suffered that. At the end of the day, no, you could be being quiet. So we shouldn't leave it as it is because you guys say,
when you produce almost go and crowfo who feel more than the Ovose will be the president now.
Okay.
Oh no! When did you start the advocacy? Says Uncle for so Attorney General into Anamona.
People will feed this one. That is why social media. Anytime I make Casabia, we are very cautious because if you say "Oh, come when you are paid it," I can say, "Say need you know." And for see a yam on yourself, and for see a buy a customer your pay a party. Young just say, "I dear me solo." We be coach baby catch me swa. E be me ya. Ama me yire kratia. If you don't know what you mean, listen to Bejina, I catch me bi. And we must be guided by that in any time and every day. Yeah, more moving into a political dispensation. That is why I'm telling you, say impo akoso maybe na ye buye ni guswa. It is high time, say your money ye unattractive for anybody who wants to perpetuate that moving forward. Ken, that is my son, and I think that see Jain is Obi have make his or offense judgment.
It's one concern, worry is to face out.
Yes.
Yes. But just say if you say, "Oh my penny."
No.
Okay.
Lawyer, so generally we make it out. Now, see
Chief.
Who can say me no go na make now? We say me now go.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. It's the account.
No, me about na mama kwa brain no your time. Mama kwa na me boy na wo kwa ofem ya wo mi ache. Mama kwa na me ho. Ken, many lawyer or can say which was very profound. And so I'm sure I'm go back 1 minute and make it. I am say the research also elusive side of something. Is it the case that the base of the NDC and this base what? Is it the case that base no MP former President John Dramani Mahama? That is not the case. The base no adore him. We hold him in high esteem. We love him. Everywhere he go, you see the love. The love is deep. And also to revitalize our base. You understand where from this? The base love him. We love him. You don't know. You don't know. Papa. You don't know. You odra you don't want to know. Odra you woman no. You odra kasiye. And see, I hear me say be a humbi akabe. But in any case no, be the market party for. So, woman, young for the lawyer kind, woman, young for we 20. Young Jumade. The realities are there. And the realities will speak for themselves. Because some cannot change. Now to e-levy. Ken, manya botre. I should not say about me man that they be our feed that how you free you go here baby TV. I say me follow Ukrainian because I mean me exposed to international I can't say me international team can be
Absolutely.
All over the world. Governments after governments. Had the name me go akwenwa. Omo be mitigate omo citizenry from the excruciating hardship or how it's everywhere. But abanye wo bia se nyade hu ni say omo de name go akwenwa. Omo be yitimamufo no e free omo ha omo. But I beg to differ. The direct opposite is what is happening in this country.
Shrimp.
Say, am I be? Increasing minimum wage man for more spending money. Cutting taxes. Yes, this is government and what about Mundi fair this payment. Munya say, said the Hotabano. Ghana, Japan is bent on imposing draconian and hardship tax on the citizenry, i.e., e-levy. This week, Yamati PURC through the water company Ghana electricity company on more advocacy so we pay increment in light bill, utility and water bill. Transport fares are going up, fuel is going up. It's already a binding to say I won't try abba. But what this government seeks to do, they say all over a burden, Nipana and watching that because in a so what events company is virtually down. The hospitality industry is virtually down. But
was it not as a result of this COVID? Emma, close. Because said okay, I no pay na me adwamu din komo. So we are said events were closed down. But say e be and they say ubeko said the man see ton face ne e can say na because it's na crofo be ye on be ya in front ya de omo mu twam toma as I see twam toma akwa ye until it tells you say the economy is
because that is why the ordinary Ghanaian should not be burdened. Sabri anka abai thinking outside the box like poya hawa or yawa Ghana fokom no anki be yo free. But quick one, NDC case, substantive case lawyer Supreme Court. The outcome of that case no affect the otherwise implementation of the e-levy.
A bit me out.
A bit that otherwise a bit me affect. Thank you. And see, don't carry phobia. Don't say Supreme Court. Basa Harris no anameboa. My judgment in term. Dobekabia. Now you who say now it has been the coin no. Ebia the Supreme Court have upheld the coin and that's what brought trouble and therefore this way forward. And see, cause say sad case, substantive case na no. Supreme Court indetermined there. Anka onka say a baswa enye because say eduo ne yakiji tubia. Shani and Sanfasa to no ankoma woma jomo because already you got PDS. Kofu better mama ye PDS. Sika come when nobody did any refund. And I think that is a matter of law. But me Supreme Court every Sunday day we talk about them. But where there me MPs are right. Supreme Court must give their verdict and bring a finality to the issue.
All right. Lawyer, wait there, and digress kakra. What do we say Supreme Court ruling on Asen North MP nipa bebre shase especially politicians no yet say Supreme Court enum ese papa no ma on conducting no as a parliamentarian you anyan tumusa now so say more lawyer for mo amaya antia ase say that was not true now mo a decent year no na no mo ka de na mo no eka ene say the high court no kan no e ho necessary asem no ye de e ho ne ye de adwuma but ananya sa net say Supreme Court
can you leave you work over
asem no
it's over imagine na sa akwa sin
and profo be breji to mu say 5-2 this the two said no
Nabi Omo understand me understanding of Omo yin say Omo call Supreme Court to get injunction ato Omo call no kwaji tabo ato Mr. Akwesin so no Omo ko two no. No mo say senko omo ko enforce high court to the end instead of coming to Supreme Court. So what you say?
Yeah.
And 5 no say no. Supreme Court has the power to also injunct. So what you say?
That's right.
And essentially no utie as at the time of my judgment now, there's no more pending case for or against Mr. Kwesi. Material so much real estate one case no court of appeal. But and up until that time, that case be any hobby. Substantive case be any. It is a substantive case be any hobby. Now the only judgment subsisting at that time was the High Court judgment. And it says that why don't you go and enforce that one?
Yes, Omoka say he can. Conduct himself.
No.
And he can't conduct. That was not the issue.
No, but say no majority now can say he cannot carry himself out. Say
OMP. Okay, e-levy.
Disagree. Now, that's fine. E-levy. E-levy is now law, and then I'm or say mentioned honorable. It is now law. The question is, say, bibi beyemra. A kwine ben na ubetima faso amasa emrano enye ejuma. Jisa no wakabi. Now, when you say Ghana, your marriage law, your emra, it's me ma, nipa ware, and if a marriage act no, esi oba ni bema, and it's me ware, emra no. And you ever say, Obia base we gay. Na opeso ware ni gay partner wa Ghana. And to the case no court, Supreme Court, say Supreme Court. And declare say marriage act no invalid and null and void. Now Supreme Court nyan decide ya only akono betimi asa the injunction ko say what the court marriage act no so if you chire ko obi antimi nware wo Ghana bi wana. This is how I was taught. You train me say bia menwini. This year
Enti person just say menwini o.
Oh dwene pa, which is good. You see, obi betimi ayi kwesa kose oyege. Obaso ware. Supreme Court decide say current one no invalid. Supreme Court Supreme Court nyan decide ngwe. No asade injunction ko. Say mo obi anware ko pem say Supreme Court ebe dis ebe kan wi.
Say proper.
And who akwesi ko do person ko ware o KM ya. Yes one train.
I want train. Pem say ebe
answer no when you wi.
What I was saying.
Na yan kan nipa kro ni.
You set it grounds no.
Enti asem no. Because say me bacho ma menchira parameters no. Yes case wo court yen ka ho asem. Enti directly no me nka ho asem ba me ma on fato ho bi ama ohunu de me edwene. Say emra wo ho dada. Utimi ko say yen fata bonto so ana. Wa bra ye hwese bra no. Emra papa anase nyem.
Okay, this week, issue, honorable question, Mr. I say William Wagner, Mr. Bergwame. This week, you're running issue view animal. Any piece FM. Now, if agriculture time ko into mame and fast track. Any pebia, almost peasant farmers are almost Akoko disa planting for food and jobs here. Almost is a saying, you can't say fertilizer. Abon into your suppliers, they say suppliers now. Fertilizers na embre omo. Omo yen so omo koko join this area no. Me your voices kakra hot. Ma yenti na no akokwesi for sumbra ha na our parliament na o konkran akokan bi akyere omo na. They say away.
Last year we struggled to have just 2 tracks. It wasn't sufficient for our farmers. So this year we are hoping that they will be able to do something. It's already getting to farming season. And the farmers wish that by now they should have given me supply. But as at now, we don't know what is happening. Last year, the supplier told us that the government hasn't paid for the previous year consignment. So it was difficult for them to produce more to supply. So this year, it's also like the same story. We are pleading with the government to play pay the suppliers so that they can produce more to supply farmers. In fact, farmers are already crying all over. Last year, there was actually a shortage of subsidized fertilizer, and government clearly came out to indicate that it was as a result of holding some of the companies that do supply the fertilizer.
Abai fertilizer no and share that back last year no e be aba this year so the company who produce fertilizer no government do omuka and see omu see this year omu ma government fertilizer and see this year they need the ebenya progress the boost your crops and see this year na aba dia and the salvation da ba ho edue bru nkatie atuko and atugu this year the mba and farming season so e be ti atie nie na fertilizer mba ye omo na onye bibi kakama ngofo na oti omo so that atmanyi and yes I bia onu tisi asasunu nchada enye petal you
okay Mr. Mami defense here na me call line so Samson na ene say nipa we medidin ko na you very agent me nje be break akrebi na me musa no the ekoso chef good morning
Kim
Mr. Sir you can say voice clips we na ona Akoko fa bae na asem no say yanhwe ne yanka ne na wanhwe be kakra say the honorable chairman Sabusu kan say Ghana ye di ebru pa ye nya ebru kra na ye di what is the story behind this story
okay me da se na we see e kan ye no ye nyina nim say be 2017 and Ghana buying Ghana man pe na the dance of what este ye adwumadie bi a one Minister of Food and Agriculture the Planting for Food and Jobs from 2017, Oje Efiapoa, a buying poor omo, not as an Ipabaye 200,000 farmers. I just say, it's before Wakasa, buying Wabaya, and warning in an say, a year fertilizer, ye book a year and no buyer so a man no buyer no 18 year cover. Then you need some maybe a chema, not young fast, maybe a overquaku Jania, maybe a no yafe or the fertilizer because an answer son, if you have as a and you know, and introduces our component of planting for food and jobs. By 2018, now farmers are not just a double 2019, 2020, 2021 year. We are talking about close to 2 million farmers and now I feel southern sector they say I can't me want south district. Maybe what is the now, Miss Mia need a food. Now, if we have four voices now, who's swinging and say, a group, a group, or my shaft, I just Omubia, a year, blue, can now, what's on when you fertilizer? Wama, Bona, Minister of Food and Agriculture, Bima. No, Anna, or much say, Sani and Tia, and yes, a fertilizer, no, and yes, they are companies on Copabana. Then so our companies 2020 farm season no almost supply farmers e Ghana 37 companies ye no aban tuomoka and a car e can be they 86 million Ghana cedis and now we can 2021 after almost supply no we are we tia and now we tia 2021 and ti we didn't run about much am no senior a year subsidized price aban up to 50%. If you are going to have 2021, the companies now more cheap fertilizer, no, or more cry, or more buy, or more money. I find you, and almost say, I feel the time on the sea, you know, if you are following himself from 2017, I feel be our funds in Israel, or more shops, no, Marco, planting for food and jobs, or about the fertilizer, or more shops, opening shops, if I have video, or just when you be a walk up power, so I know that one bag, there's 600, 700, almost to be. And almost say, hey. Now, I have been new and a comparison says that I buy to Omoka. You share Arias 2020, 86 million. Last year, 2021, I almost surprised the whole Ghana and farmers about 2 million farmers, you know. And also, you have over 350 million Ghana cedis. And almost was a scanner Maya. Well, everyone will be companies new. Now, so scanner Maya,
suppliers no the omu will be and they are willing to supply, but outstanding arrears no the problem no.
Yes, I don't know problem. No,
I'm farmers no say no say na farms no AC and matter say be threatens as omo year no omo so omo echo sa project no.
Second from 2017 what they are saying or there, first, before 2017, he planting for food and jobs, our component, and maybe out the near workers. But 2017, and now we say, Obenya subsidized fertilizer, I didn't put, and we see a phone oil, and 2018, when you, and you are feeding the end of Munyabin. Well, no, as I said, why you want to marry? When you saw Pia, as I said, what came, or why you got fertilizer, and you are the baby, a brother in a year, say a moon in a year, and to the bottom line, I say, Minister of Food and Agriculture, and the Minister of Finance. I was also check Ghana companies. Nobody be back. Can make 2018 farm season, maybe when you fertilizer, 50% of the maybe. Hey, America say, Opa, Fan, he, Kachima, but here we have fertilizer.
That's it. Now, the woman say, you can't, you chap picture no, see a watch, a bino, any honorable consequence, I would tell you. Finance committee member na and they say first no nebia a son say sa any hono scheme any hono nebia me drop 2 acres but omukoko fa planting for food and jobs no buy no ama hopes na ba mama drop 8 acres in anticipation say menya fertilizers
subsidized fertilizer yeah
and afi me bia food no and fertilizer no so ma internet just a food no e better apin e be kiss sanity.
Yes, I think
it's into the Kosoda Namukranza ho. Now, a year's observation we in the end twice from free. I made a CP. Committee by now also Parliament.
More health, poverty reduction strategy.
Health and the poverty reduction.
Yes, mini finance
committee. Yeah, would need but poverty reduction. We were trying to
very, very critical.
ATD and class, you see, really the last segment.
And I mean, something penny the about yes, Yati. And the good thing about it is, I say fertilizer any bureau. And he said, suppliers are buying chia. Then they will release the fertilizers to any panum money at him. But no one can see the M1 Kakase. Also, Mukomunya Binto.
Also, there be all.
But so it tells you, say, I be planting for food and jobs in the government policy about agriculture. A boy in the America for. How many years salute? Oh, no. Ken, you see, Obia, what can challenge? We acknowledge the challenge. And yes, we are a boy because one. Okay, was saying no be a 4 year 1 acre or 3 crack or 4 acres
because we are
the only nice. Let me salute you. I know what can see. No, we are so better. But me can't say what can yes. Also now, more time no me free. So no me free. Can be so some comfort through me food saben. Nya bre ya ye ba no conversion me food. O ti me try. Say na you free am. Come through me food nim saben no. Enye ne ya ye ba na over 2 million farmers. Say wa wunua something kai ever threat o mafum. And yes, we acknowledge also mutremu kono the expanse of adwumadi o mudie no ni ade nyina no the financial constraint we yes now ye na bia no betum se be ya because on the rainy season we redu but the evidence say e bi wo it the assurances these suppliers would want to get and say omusika omunsa beka emoni adoma release ama ye nuan mekua for e den enti ohun oso okwa ne boade nti anye bia o za aban so asene a ye di sokua ye adwuma ase no eboa mo man puntu ni dwumadi ayi nuan mudie no so ye den ekonanim so it's very, very important nti sam me am tun se me nua sam sese no si kan me nua panyin si kan no it tells us on we here bi dia ne kwai fo adwumadi emoni ade sa ne nuan no aka odo afuo bia say ye bro say ya atoko say ye bees say ye bia be ye dem
chief I say more lofty ideas.
Oh, yeah, lofty. Very good ideas. Lofty, and I say, these are good ideas.
Good ideas. Person, now, good ideas. You could do baby bia na ako siapo. Now say what you say. A friend say teacher training colleges. They say and you know you can't ya na mutu ya.
Amateur mo feeding grant. But you see also on my buying secret.
One prepare say
no again
chief.
Adwuma bia obedi bia no nka say one prepare na wodidi. But wo di na wo kwa eye den there will be challenges. And secondly, say who you on my seeker edi akwa adwumadi bia eya na ne kwan no mu enenam ne ade ni nyina no so yes it may cause some of these delay. And secondly, senior yes person yesi bi o man ni mu esifa. Oza say wo fie bi ne fie ni mu ya chinchim nche. ebi am betimi ada ama mo ato mo de nenso mo da mo nya ahode pa wo se munya to so ubiem te se ebesiesi bi o man no na wo bie dwumadie nso anya bebu ba bia egu mu ni ade e de aho se mfitiase ne be ba ko nani mu nso beto beje but it is important say yeju efie enya no e happen here be abeti me kan no e am the challenges this last season anyway yes it's true something I can any na ye mi o say the last year any this year no person ye mom say be your be contact
assembly na ti awane say
ska me fa mom ne honko asa
is that on it
yes okay ken won say me de say ne anya bia no bibi adedwa say Ghana akuafo a no man pay that John Dramani ma ha no more free fertilizers and ne ehwa ye dia mom omo pe biato kura wo munya na minya something kabenu I was struck I see me me said the pia o makoma no I see a bag of fertilizer cemetery right there goes for 700 Ghana cedis. Jesus Christ. Maybe Visa. I heard something like that.
Okay, I said between 6 and 7.
700, yes, I heard it.
That's six in the one.
Between 6, my God, between 6 and 700. Oh, way back in 2016, a bag of fertilizer was selling 180 Ghana cedis. Again, you see, that is a nkoma yedino hano. Nkoma yedino hano. Sa that you. And your Ukrainian got fertilizer bottle ba coupe. 700 Ghana cedis on 12 blue bottle say. And you want to know bro, over around 500 to 600 depending on where you are buying it. But you see, who can say you use word lofty or some lofty no. Almost programs no, just slogans. Nothing concrete to show. But Ghana for a craft for multi me. Won't come to me. On my paint on the money, mamma Nimudini. You can't roads. So, but ha, what you bantima, what you want, why you swami, what you mention, by ya peso. No cocoa roads, near no more, and the war, near no money. We understand your problem. Your problem was a problem. By a year, in so many because in so many you begging no more. Yan sound conquer for a canny dono. Now, how are Mukumi?
Solo, Bacho, Mama Obufu.
Me put now there is a
Solo. Issue now discussing our campaign now.
Issue. Let's discuss the issue.
But you say
the farmers are lamenting. Some of them,
yes,
they won't want to give up farming.
All of us are concerned. And the year can want them. Now they say they are okay.
Debbie.
So
I didn't want more bono. A France, more bono in film, more bonafi. Hope no more yano, a hopeless one.
Okay.
But I need to give them hope. Some of them won't cost. Munumu so chen wopena muno na mrepa wo manim ken lawyer ka se me twatu wo mami oso beso yi ano o ma scenario menu bi ken anyes anyepe wo se yemfa ne se ya ware isem na game bi ko ware o ma sa scenario no ana me se me twa wa ha se ye nuanom kuni na e wo court eni court se emrada da bi a ya hye ana efa bi na obi di ko ye adwuma ene ye mu anungu nye na mo ka wo mo se ekwanya ye fa so she emra no amfa ne kwan so nti omu de otuo mu no wo mu gichi mu se emra na kra no aye defect emra eni se emra no ye adwuma na nkantama obi afa emra ne fa bi e de adwuma aye different from say no make ye no kra
okay
anya pe different scenario kra
that's Patrick say Solo, Mr. would rather be no. Or say Solo said that the girl is disgracing the presidency. I'm asking Solo, when the NDC were inciting Yazi to disgrace former President Kufuor, was President Kufuor then an assemblyman? Okay, and some few ones here, then we wrap up. Our say yes, okay. Ray, also the NDC is not abreast with economic crisis globally. What interventions are they bringing apart from legalizing galamsey and the blame game? Adebia Wamia Futua say yes, indeed. Chairman Sabonso is a big asset to Ghana Parliament. He must remain in Parliament forever. Teacher, could you tell me I say EIU simple message to NDC is that if the party wants to win 2024 election, they must change Mahama for someone else. They can decide to adhere to the advice or discard it. It is their own cup of tea. But trying to throw dust into the eyes of the public on this matter is infantile. Big ups to Chairman Odunho Kwapia. Crespo Fufu, I'm urging my party NPP not to depend on EIU reports. Let's work hard in unity so that we can bring the aid. Regards to Isaac Bunso. Okay, Chief, into a point. Fertilizer. What I know.
I have some question.
What's it?
Was e-levy now with the Akoko no? And yet the same as my example now, I am marriage act no. If it's a e-levy no. One more question, no, how it was passed. What can say how it was passed? And then you are asking another question, say, how was the marriage law passed? When you say under NDC and PNDC, one decrease.
Sure.
Still like that's your law.
Sure.
Decrease. With me, solar channel policy, channel free nekono. I'm a decrease. Say now it's law. It is not about how it was done. It's whether the law exists. We know me, no say no. There is a law, whether you like it or not. And until the Supreme Court overturn is how long? Say a unconstitutional. Only choice. So that's it. It is all court. Not a court directly on this case. But there is no difference between such scenario and mine with or no DNA or can, because it's not about how it was passed. It's whether
point noted. Okay, but now what it's confronting us is planting for food and jobs is in danger
because of money.
Yes.
Say e-levy bad na say sika bad na say.
The e-levy ever so idea. Ogo ka kwanya e-levy. Ogo ka fertilizer e-levy.
When free SHS buy.
E-levy.
Ogo ka bibia as free SHS. Ogo ka bibia as free SHS. But we share the free SHS aye. Na ye no ye call quarry so. Enum hard water in our days. Masa, now she free SHS time na ka bi wo ha. Well, you love it. It's made it. They be me careful because you say, oh shit, oh you are not ready to see a maybe a tremuna. Who say a maybe a tremuno, not your honchie pa. And say, you live in the discover ba. I'm on my one toya. Many other Namomi and into me and queen. You said, yeah, planting for food and jobs, yapo, our problems room, hitching on when ya. You just a bayajuma, in your queen. So, may you question and I'm going
fertilizer law. So, look, I say, so almost about how the law was passed in Tino more Kodia. I think then they are making a mistake going to the Supreme Court.
I didn't.
Go back to Parliament. Go for a rescission of how the law was passed. Because they are talking about quorum and numbers. So, I'm saying any 136 instead of 138 and what's the harmony and day. That is not a matter for the Supreme Court to decide. And secondly, too,
I don't see any matter for this.
Because you see, so if you send a formal quorum, I was saying, can we resume what demo? King, and I pass you living. No, me Musayam. Who say me and more minority side will be so original take standing on the stand our constitution in reason say quorum in Sunti and take it a division and kind padodo and sana.
So be access to la. No, you won't fear your house of records. Go to show at the court say you were not up to the numbers.
You see, only you say the law. I say a random mawa would die right. No so crying said the chain was over. And there was a common and say a damn one, and they've done it before. Okay, when the rescission of their disapproval of the budget came, no, also someone disapproved the budget, but there was a rescission of it. I'd go to a man who to me bear when say, Emma or Moya or so or more making disapproval of the budget, no, or more calling for quorum for the people in the room to be counted. You can't nipa no more trust in nipa near 137. That was what they did. And when they need Tiam ran or Parliament, it yes have a few to rescind that decision that they did. I think and no be also almost 32-1 and more rather than say, and then I'm sorry, even if someone would you to send any party 136 and what them was, it means no more 137. I'm not asking here to Abanua. Second, Emran, it is not about that. Where you face saving a food that they would want to do.
Yeah, that's no pay no adaje. That's Buku message. As seven so American.
Can I miss what you?
Miss Major.
Ojewo.
Major Super.
You program my family. I don't want to name. Mommy, you program me. Mommy, I do Accra. Mommy, I do say me fan to just say.
bisa 7 kwakwasi edu apenten na yie no ebeba so 30th April ewo Legon guest house nkran enti maame adwo ato ne safro bia no abakwasi kwadu if mention of yedanase lawyer Kwame Adolfo ye private legal practitioner Kumasi yedanase pra na Solomon Anane enso so ya branch a Okasa Edema NDC was Santemo Muhano. Yeda Sulasi. Before then, Honorable Osei Sabu suspended 1 hour 10 minutes. Ewa Hanamo the church and Semo. Also, Yeda Nasepa Sedanko and Sansum from Kumasi Catering Rest House. So Bukrai mu so yasne Nano pay or more a boy emerge medi a kama. Yawe J tender. Ashase ye no ma said ye be na good day on some somewhere joking booking beating the good job so Kama. But big ups to my production team led by Kenneth, Maggie, Wilder, and Omo Mokahunina, including Tablet. Me the King Edward, the slave, Nyame ya dumwa. Na dum ya. Yebesa share, that's a day. Kosuti Hello 101.5 FM.
Hello FM. Hello FM.
Hello sports at Napakemu Yatia.